I'm glad that that's the first thing that was heard on the stream. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Adventures in Prima. Got kind of a short crew today. Let me actually double check and make sure that this is all working. Yeah, okay, I can see all y'all on the thing. Okay, cool. Yeah. Sure did. So, as you can see, we're doing kind of like we did during Goose's stream. We're doing some of the stuff with the cameras being shown on screen. You will notice some blank spaces. We are not being joined today by 3 of the players. One of them is going to be late. So we're going to kind of go from left to right and just do a real quick introduction to characters so that people can put characters to faces. So let's start with you, Sam. Can they not? Why is... Oh, okay, hold on. I see what's going on. 1 second. Did it do a thing? It did, didn't it?
They didn't hear penis.
They didn't hear penis, nor did they hear any of the introduction.
There it is. There it is. Penis.
Penis!
So
Woo!
when me and Babs were doing our stream, I had to do the thing where 2 headsets play the same audio, and I still had that enabled, but it's not actually turned on the system. So fucked that one up. That's my bad, guys. So you didn't hear any of the introductions from them, but they did hear me. They should have at least. So we're going to start on the left, like I said, with Sam.
Okay, hello. I am Sam, or also known as Blorger. I am a massive... What orc am I? What type of orc? I don't remember. I'm a fucking orc. I'm a hold scarred orc.
Hold scarred.
That has dragon blood in me, and I get angry really fast. And I like to fight, obviously. And yeah, that's me. There's not much more. I like to fuck shit up and punch people in the face with my hands. Yeah.
He likes to take our lunch money.
Yeah, I like to bully people.
A
lot.
That second slot that you see, which is currently blank, would be the location for Garrett's character. I forget Garrett's character's name. What was his name? Fred. The halfling ranger, I believe. I don't remember. Anyways,
yes.
But he's not going to be joining us today. So then the next one that we're going to be going to is Dredge.
Hello. I play Grill, and he is a human half-elf rogue. And yeah, he just kind of likes to tag along and get into trouble.
Fourth slot there, which currently looks pink, is because I have Tony Ann's stuff set up already, Babs. But it's covered. I have her headset covered, or her camera covered right now. I was using her as kind of a test to get it set up before the others joined. So I wanted to make sure that it was turned on. But she plays Nameless. She will be joining us later. She had some stuff she had to take care of today. And then the very last one, of course, last but not least, is Goose.
Hello. If you saw me yesterday, I am Goose. I play Saber, the dragon-scaled kobold, who is a witch with a fox familiar, and likes to blow things up and pilot airships. Woo!
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys can see, we
not necessarily in that order. So.
Oh yeah. Normally, you like to just blow shit up. Like piloting airship was kind of a secondary thing.
Yeah.
So as you guys can see, we do have like kind of a smaller group today, which is going to be fun because the session is actually going to be a little bit of RP, a little bit more RP heavy than some of the other sessions, due to the nature of what we're going to be getting into. We are actually going back where we left off with the party having just arrived at Paramount. For the purposes of talking, I'll get a picture of Paramount up on the screen. Okay, let me make sure that worked before I continue. That did. Okay, so that's an image of Paramount for all the players. Yeah, you guys can close that if you want to. I mostly wanted to show that for the people watching on Twitch. So the party had just arrived at Paramount. If I'm not mistaken, Blorger used to live here, did he not, Kraz? Is that correct?
Oh, yes. I used to live here. So I grew up down in the slums.
Okay. Which, as you guys can see, Pure Mount is a tiered mountain. The entirety of the shard is built on top of a mountain that has been flattened. The main portions of it are you have the Pinnacle of Purity at the very top. Then you have what is referred to as Runner's Alley, but also encompasses the Lookouts, which is kind of a middle tier. And then down at the bottom, you have what is referred to as the Water District and the Sodden Alley. As the source of water, which is the quote-unquote shard in this shard, is the Everflow, which is a pot that constantly flows water out of it. A very large ceramic pot that constantly flows water out. It actually provides water for most of the city. The water is channeled underground in aqueducts. However, the further down it gets, the less pure the water gets until it is dumped into the Shining River. Across from the Shining River is a section known as the Growths. The Growths is basically the expanding of the shard. So if you guys remember, actually, when you guys came out of the shard in Nevershire, a long time had passed, but also the influences of the shards had expanded. The Growths is a direct result of that expansion. Because originally the mountain was pretty much the only place that was influenced by the shard, with very little. You can actually kind of see on the map very little influence directly outside of the mountain. However, when those expanded, the growth started happening, and people have started moving away from the mountain onto more fertile land where farming is starting to take place. As Blorger had mentioned, he did used to live here in the slum districts, so either Water District or Sodden Alley. Those would be his kind of stomping grounds. Let me go on ahead and get rid of that. Oop. Okay. So, I'm going to, because I don't exactly remember where we were at when we left off last time, because it's been a while. I assume we just got to Pure Mountain, hadn't really done anything there. So we're going to.
We had, if I remember correctly, sorry.
No, go
we had just docked. We hadn't really
perfect.
done anything yet.
We're going to assume, just for the purposes of streamlining and because we're missing some people, that the party docked and decided, let's rest, and then we'll go out into the city tomorrow. So we're going to kind of pick up the scene from the party waking up in the morning after having docked at Pure Mount. Okay. Carl is aboard the ship. He was joining the party. As you guys know from last session, Carl is joining you now. Let's see. Who are we going to make wake up first? Let's just, all three of y'all just roll a D100. Whoever rolls highest wakes up first. Whatever.
Okay. Oh.
All right, looks like Blorger is going to be the first to wake up, followed by Saber, and then Grill, you're crawling out of bed last. Okay, so
yeah,
Blorger,
that sounds about right.
You wake up. Carl is already up at this point, and he has actually taken it upon himself to kind of help with the ship quite a bit. He does help with cleaning quite a bit as well, thankfully. But he's already gotten started on some of his projects that he needs to get on around there. Everything okay?
Yeah, I think.
Here. Give me 1 second.
All right, we're gonna retcon him waking up first, and we're gonna say that Ryan wakes up first, or not Ryan. Goose wakes up first. So Saber wakes up, okay, and you see Carl kind of like finishing up his duties, and he just kind of nods at you as you wake up. What are you gonna be doing at the start?
I'll just go. Morning, Carl.
Good morning.
You need breakfast. You need breakfast.
Oh, I haven't made anything yet. I suppose we could eat. Yes.
I can go start making something if you're busy.
Acceptable.
I actually don't remember. Did we take care of stuff with the dock master?
Already handled. Yes. As a matter of fact, you're not the first to awake. Several of the others have already awoken and gone out into the city. Actually, they had various things they wanted to take care of. Nameless had mentioned he would meet up with you later. Said that he had some stuff.
Well, I guess
now that I think of it, none of them really
taken
mentioned what they
care
were
of.
doing. Yes, paperwork is taken care of.
Awesome. Thank God. I hate dealing with paperwork. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Understandable.
It's so boring.
It's not for
but yes,
everyone.
I will.
That's fine.
I will go start making some breakfast and waiting for everybody else to wake up.
Okay. Now that he's returned, we'll cut back over to Blorger then. Blorger, we did retcon you waking up first since you had to step away, so we'll say that you woke up second.
Yeah.
You wake up to the smell of, I'm assuming, bacon, ham, eggs, kind of standard breakfast foods.
Your classic, country
Good old
breakfast.
Yeah, your good old English breakfast, yeah.
Yep.
Minus the baked beans, because fuck you, England.
Yeah, minus the baked beans.
Yeah, that.
Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it can be good.
America,
Other times it's
Get
just
out.
too much.
Get out.
I said sometimes,
Nope, get
okay?
out. No, this is America.
No.
Extra bacon and sausage. There you go. Sam, what is Blorger going to be doing upon waking up?
Yeah, Blorger immediately smells the delicious foods, and
He smells blood.
he's gonna follow that smell. And sorry, just went blank with what I wanted to say.
It's fine.
I'm so
I
distracted.
understand.
Yeah, no, he's gonna follow the smell and make his way to the little food place and
Right.
in the boat.
Well, it's not hard to find. It's pretty centralized
Yeah.
to the people. Like, you pretty much walk out of your room and bam, you'll see,
It's right the fuck there.
Yeah, you see the Cobalt working away on getting some food prepped, and Carl's helping, but Carl's not a cook, so.
Yeah, I will. I want to assist with like prepping the food, but I noticed that since they're prepping, I'll go about just making certain that the ship is secured, that no weird thing is has made their way onto here, and look around for stowaways or whatever, and then if not, I'll make my way back, and hopefully food is done by then, and if so, I'm going to shove it down my face.
Well, as you're walking about,
An
you do see.
an extra big plate for Blorger
Yes.
with just everything smothered in gravy.
Yeah.
That's how he likes
Yeah.
Exactly the way he likes
That's how
it.
I like it. What the fuck?
it.
Life
Like
imitates art. Or
eggs,
art imitates
bacon,
life, which is it.
biscuits, everything's just smothered in gravy.
I
So
run in appreciation.
when you're walking around the ship, everything seems to be in order and in clean and good condition. As stated before, when you were away, Carl has been kind of taking it upon himself to help clean the ship and stuff of that nature. So you can see that he's been up for a while and has cleaned some stuff, mopped the deck, kind of thing. He's taking care of stuff. And you also notice that a couple of the rooms for your companions are already open, and they are not anywhere on the ship. That being the ones that are missing from session currently. Excuse me. So when you arrive back, dinner is in full swing, or breakfast is in full swing, and about that time, we're going to say when Grill wakes up as well. You also smell food upon awakening, so what are you doing?
I guess with the scent hitting my nose, I just open my eyes and, turn to the side of the bed where I'm going to get him and go, smells good. Should probably get up.
Oh my God. This is what he also does in real life.
By the time that you step out, food is already set on table and people are beginning to sit down. You're catching right at the beginning. There's a good chance that Blorger has probably already started eating as soon as food hits
Yeah, I
the
just
table.
walk in, I just see him
just shoveling.
just going ham, literally.
I don't have silverware or anything. I'm literally
You're just like
using
you got
the
like a
ham.
ham on
Exactly.
on a bone, just.
So Carl obviously joins the group to eat the breakfast, and he says, have any of you ever been to Paramount before then?
Never.
I believe this was Blorger's stomping ground, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've grew up here.
Fair
I
enough.
heard something about you being a warrior.
Well, I used to fight in the local fighting pit. Got myself a name there for a while.
How good were you?
I mean, you've seen me fight, haven't you?
Fair enough.
He also has been away for 25
years.
So.
Well, that's actually kind of why I wanted to bring that up, because some things have changed in Paramount. As you are probably well aware, Blorger, Paramount has often been a place of infighting. The houses kind of struggle against each other for control of the city. The current leading house in Paramount, to the best of my knowledge, is House Markham. They are which you know House Markham. As a matter of fact, you know all the houses that I'm about to talk about, Blorger, because they're all the same houses from back then. When you were around, House Lambert was in charge, which was the craftsmen. The craftsmen were in charge of the city. House Markham you recognize as the traders, mostly dealing with mercantilism. The other houses, as you know them, are House Milson, which is the boatswains and fishermen. And then there's Underton, which is the military ones, probably the one you had strongest ties to. They are also the people who kind of rule Sodden Alley. The lower class area is House Underton. And then
I don't know if it would be like, maybe would there be a possibility that I'll probably actually like work for them a bit or whatever?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Kind of military.
Yes. When you guys talk about these houses, very much think about like War of the Roses kind of thing. In the English times, where it's like city and fighting kind of stuff between various houses of a certain sense, and people are in houses that aren't actually related to houses. That's the kind of thing that this is going to inspire. And then there's a very important house, the most important house, and yet the most insignificant house as well, which is House Boyden, the founding house of Pure Mount. They are almost entirely ceremonial. They don't actually exist anymore. Not really, anyways. The noble house fell out a long, long time ago and just doesn't really exist anymore. There are still people who give ties to Boyden. As a matter of fact, there is a Boyden family. However, it's almost purely ceremonial at this point. They have no actual power, and they're not even nobility anymore. They're just common folk. That being said, occasionally during like festivals and stuff of that nature, the quote-unquote heir of Boyden is brought in and treated nicely by the nobles, but everybody knows that it's purely ceremonial. Anyways, those are the houses as you know them. Currently speaking, like I said, House Lambert was in charge when you were around. That has changed to House Markham. He says, this is back to Carl speaking. Yes, House Markham is currently in charge of the city, headed by a Lord Roderick Markham, a very powerful individual who has a lot to do with trading and mercantilism via Deepole, actually. He brings a lot of gems and stones and metals into the city. As you are probably aware, Pure Mount is known for its craftsmanship. They are very strong craftsmen, and also known for its fighters, as you are no doubt aware. As you're very much one of them. The people of Pure Mount are considered a strong folk, and it's a tough place to live by all accounts. I would warn those who have never been here, law is strict here. The water is sacred, so be kind with the water. It's not to say that you can't touch the water, you can't get in the water. In fact, there's a very famous bathhouse in Pure Mount. But the water is sacred and should be treated sacredly.
So don't pee in it, guys.
Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, urinating in the Shining River is punishable by death.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Grill, you might want to hold it for a little bit.
I have executed a couple myself for doing that. Not that I wanted to, it's just the job.
And Blorger, I'm sure you are aware of Muckfoot's, the fighting arena in the Sodden Alley.
Yes.
It too is probably not what you remember. It was mostly ragtag fighting groups, smaller stuff that was occasionally visited by nobles. However, two distinct factions have been formed within there. You have the Lion's Mane. You have the Lion's Mane faction, which is your more brute, militaristic, hard-trained individuals, and then you have the Tigress, which is your more flamboyant type fighters. Translation outside of Carl, the Lion's Mane is your brute strength fighters, and the Tigress is your dex fighters, basically.
So my crowd is
So dex nerds versus strength nerds.
Pretty
it's
much.
me and Borger would be
Two
like
distinct styles of fighting, the brute strength and the speed and agility. That being said,
and then there's me.
Exactly.
Neither.
To my understanding, last that I had heard, Muckfoot's was actually run by Lord Hubert Underton of the Underton household. So
now, was the arena always run by a house?
Originally it was
asking
run.
outside.
It was originally created by Muckfoot Underton. So to hear that it was run by Lord Hubert is not surprising to you at all because Muckfoot no longer exists. He's dead. You know.
Gotcha.
In
Okay.
fact, 25 years ago. How old is your character? You probably were born after he was already dead.
I was my character. I think actually has his age.
Yeah, because you probably weren't even
not-
alive when he was.
he's not
passed
terribly
away.
He's
old.
12.
He's 12
right
plus
now.
one. Yeah, so he was dead long before you
Yeah.
came along. So
Gotcha.
you're used to this, you know. Muckfoot's Brawl was created by Muckfoot Underton, and you know, it was actually kind of what brought the Underton name into nobility, because they started a militia within the town to help fight and protect. House Underton is considered one of the fairer houses, and it's also the one house that has never in its entire existence had control of the city. They are in control of the city guard, though. And they're often considered a neutral house. So it's really the other three houses that kind of fight each other mostly. There is some fighting with Underton, but most of the time it's because people are trying to step on the toes of the military and the militia. So, and normally it ends just as well as you might expect. Underton completely destroys them.
Fucking house has always been my opinion that they all should just be burned down. Too much fucking drama.
Funny enough, actually, says Carl, that seems to be most of the common folks' opinions. They could care less about the houses, actually, in most cases.
Well,
But you know how the
about
nobility
time.
is. It was like that when you were there as well. It's always
Yeah.
been like that.
Oh,
The
fair
common folk don't give a shit about the house of nobility. You know, they really don't.
and the house of nobility don't care about the common folk.
Yep, it's
If
it's
I
trading
could
one
say,
time for another.
I've spent time amongst nobility before. They don't change their ways easily, and sometimes the only way to do that is by bending a couple fingers.
It's when you give somebody power, they don't want to give it back. So.
Yeah,
True as well.
very much so. Now, I don't know if we plan on dealing with nobility or whatnot.
I can
but-
assure you, you will have to in your stay here. You all are well known at this point.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
So I don't know how much of a
Borger's like,
I don't
"Shit."
know how much of an influence I could have from my 25 years prior to the Void, but it's a possibility. I don't know. But, I mean, I'm following your lead on this, Blorger, since it's new territory for all of us.
Can I get everybody to make a perception check?
No!
Well, too fucking bad. Do it anyways.
Do it anyway.
Oh, here, I need to unpause the game, don't I? Sorry.
Damn.
Well, Blorger, Blorger crit succeeds, and
I was one
Tony
short.
the Fox crit fails. So
It's
Tony
eating.
the Fox, Tony the Fox is
How the
asleep
fuck
in the
did I
corner.
not crit? Like, is it just because I was like 1 point
He got a
off?
natural 20.
He got a nat
Yeah.
20. Yeah.
Am I like-
And
yeah, I think I'm like
this
1
is
point
a
off.
very muffled sound. So yeah, it was a high DC. But as you can see, the party is.
We
really
all
good at
got
this stuff.
30 plus.
There's a reason why I had to put a higher DC on this stuff. Anyways,
Mhm.
so Blorger, well, everybody succeeds in hearing it, but Blorger's the only one that crit succeeds. You hear a noise as if somebody's calling out. Blorger actually makes out that the person is saying, permission to come aboard vessel? It is an individual standing outside of your ship.
Did you guys hear that?
Someone wants to get on the ship, and I'm already standing up, fucking just glaring.
Okay,
Have,
hang
like,
on.
a plate of half-eaten food right
Hey,
there.
Blorger,
I
you
wanna
finish
bring
your
the plate
food.
with me. No, I want to bring the plate with me. I don't
Okay.
trust this
Oh.
area.
Carl,
Yeah.
Carl, like, kind of cleans up his mouth real quick with a napkin and stands to join the party.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I have the plate in hand. Is like, no, I'll come along.
His girl
Okay.
gets up, he
Fucking
like
trust
takes the
this
last
place.
few, like bites he has, and then
I mean, the
tosses stuff.
food's still gonna be here when we get back, guys.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You don't know. We might be busy in a second. You don't know.
Whatever.
I love it.
I'll head up top with everybody and see who it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And up top.
So when you come up top, you see a rather foppish-looking man, well-dressed. If you don't know what foppish means, hold on, I can probably find a thing for foppish.
He's dressed fancily, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
He ain't
Like
your
one of
average
those
Joe.
floppy looking
essentially.
houses.
It's basically
He's
very
You're-
they care about their appearance. Like, their appearance is very important. That is what a foppish individual is. Typically, they
so nobility.
yes. Well, also, it doesn't exactly have to be nobility, but a foppish individual
Yeah.
will go beyond just looking nice and wanting to stand out. So they tend to be extravagant. They tend to be very standoff. This individual gives you guys the air of servant. So more than likely a messenger of one of the noble
Look at this
houses.
fucking peacock.
I'll shout over the side. Who are you? State your business and house.
Oh, my
I'm just gonna
name.
glare at him.
I'm sorry. Oh, Glare.
I'm just gonna glare at him.
My name is Edward, and I am a messenger of House Markham.
Oh God.
I kind of.
I'll kind of sigh in conjunction with
Fucking
Blorger. Just
already.
all right, yeah, come on.
He gives like a brisk nod and then steps on board. And he gives like a very flourishing bow to you all.
Not needed. Not. Oh God, he's already doing it.
A good morning to you, and a fine welcome from House Markham to our wonderful city.
Uh-huh.
I have been sent by my lord, Roderick Markham. He requests an audience later tonight to welcome the heroes to Puremount. If you would be
Heroes?
so kind. Yourselves.
Fucking heroes. The hell.
Carl kind of smirks
What
and he says, news of what happened in Deep Hall and it spread quickly, and they thought, most people thought you were lost after your events in Nevershire, but then you show up after Nevershire has made such improvements. You've made a bit of a name for yourselves.
Damn it. Okay.
Mm.
Well, do you guys have any errands to run later? I mean, Blorger, you might visit your old stomping grounds if you wanted.
Yeah.
The feast will be occurring at after nightfall. You'll be able to spend the day on your own.
I look at him. I'm like, tell me, Peacock, are we going to have to dress up for this?
Well, adventuring types such as yourselves are not entirely expected to, he kind of indicates his own clothing, but a bath might be in order.
I grunt. I'm going to take like a big bite of food like this, and then like the hand that I use, I'm just going to like wipe across his shirt.
Oh, heavens. He kind of like takes a step back and like, oh. Am I to take that as a declining of invitation?
No.
That's actually the nicest way he could say yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, usually he just punches people.
Carl has his
Trust
hand, his head buried in his hand, trying to stifle a laugh at this point.
Trust me, you would know if we were declining. Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. I shall take that as an RSVP then, and inform the house of your acceptance of their invitation.
Do what you wish, I guess.
He hands off a piece of paper, and Carl actually is the one that's going to snatch it up real quick before anybody else gets a chance to. And he says,
I was actually just going to take it and hand it to Carl anyway.
One second, I gotta remember the name of this place. Hold on. It's just Lord Markham's Manor. Okay, cool. The feast will be occurring at Lord Markham's Manor in honor of the heroes of Prima. After nightfall, these are the instructions, and we will be happy to see you there. I bid you good day, and he kind of clicks his heels and does a little short bow and then walks off the ship.
I feel like I just imagine one of those like leprechaun heel clicks, and then he just walks away.
Oh, well, I mean, he's very eccentric, foppish guy. I need a drink. 1 second.
Yeah. He's out of the cherry Pepsi. He needs another one. Run, Victor. Run. Get back here, boy.
For the guy from a Cloud Eat a Chance of Meatballs, that cop where he's just like,
Yeah.
exactly.
Lockwood.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You know,
Carl says,
you
well,
know,
that's
you know how I
interesting.
told you guys that. You know how I told you guys that I had experience with nobility? I had completely forgot how fucking unbearable they are.
Well, I wouldn't be worried about that. Messengers are often given to eccentricities to try to make the house seem a little bit more lively than they actually are. But
That's the unbearable part.
lively or annoying? I don't think they understand the difference.
More so both.
well, I feel that most of the time the nobility is a little bit distanced from the average person. But then again, are you guys any
You don't
different?
say.
Adventurers truly are a bit distanced as well. Fair enough, truth and point, you're probably wealthier than many of the nobility you're about to
Are
go
you
talk
saying
to.
I'm antisocial?
No, but you have a great deal more wealth than some of the nobility you're going to speak to today.
You know what?
Yeah.
He kind of indicates
you
the
know what?
ship.
Grill, have you
Yeah,
seen our
points
fucking...
down and ship like my guy.
Grill, have you seen our vault recently?
Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
got, y'all got
just
some
like
money.
kind of like barely uses the edge of his dagger to scratch his like face. Like, yeah, you got a point.
I don't give a fuck about nobility, but there's one thing that I'm only going there for. They have
Free
good
food?
food.
Oh yes.
Good food, free food.
Well,
and drinks.
sometimes I don't know. Sometimes nobility food can be
Rather meh.
It's free
rather-
food.
to be
Well,
desired.
Carl pipes up. Actually, Puremount is known for its craftsmen and artisans, and both of those are
That's
encompassed by
fair.
the
Mm.
food. I can assure you that you will be fed well.
Yeah,
Girls is like
Markham
it's leaning in like I'm listening.
House Markham is full of traders. That's what they focus on, and
Well, and there's
We'll have
also
some
that
good
old
business.
part in the back of girl's head, like, oh yeah, we're going where rich people are.
Mhm.
Like
Oh, no.
that whole rogue thing in the head. Like,
Man's
Oh,
got to
no.
break out his old mask just for one night.
Yeah.
you know, just like that's gonna like he's probably not going to, but it popped into his head for a split second.
Well,
Well, I vote we finish breakfast and then maybe head over to the Muckfoot's Brawl.
if you're going to be getting into that kind of stuff, I would suggest getting into it early so that you have a chance to clean up for the
Yeah.
party. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the
probably a good
idea.
All right, Blogger, let's finish up eating. Let's go.
If it's all-
get
if it's
off
all
some
the-
steam.
And if it's all the same to you, I'll stay with the ship. Though I will be joining you at the party. I'll meet you there if you don't come back to the ship beforehand.
You sure you can handle it all by yourself, man?
Oh, absolutely. I should be here in case the others return to let them know what's going on as well.
Okay.
We appreciate
Sounds
it,
good.
Carl. Very
Not a
much.
problem at all. Y'all have fun, and if you need anything, you know where to find me.
Very well.
So with that, the party is going to leave off the ship. Are you guys heading directly to Muckfoot's Brawl?
I
But,
guess
yeah.
so, because I don't.
Is there anywhere else to stop by,
unless,
Blorger?
unless we have Blogger, you got anywhere
I
else
mean-
that we should go? 4?
I mean, there's stores and other fucking shit. I mean,
There's tons of
Well, you
stores. This
guys
place is
what?
known for its craftsmanship.
yeah.
There's also a very famous bathhouse that, it's a thing. It's also a monastery, so be ready for that. Like I said, the
Yep.
water is sacred. But Blorger also knows of a very popular tavern known as the Tavern on the Water. It is
Oh,
a
yeah.
tavern that is situated over top of the water on what used to be an old dock that is no longer. Now it is a tavern. It's not the nicest place in the world, but it's well known. It's in Sodden Alley, so you can guess.
Yeah, we can handle ourselves if we
Yeah.
are, right?
But then obviously, like, the big thing here is Muckfoot's Brawl, which is something that Blogger is probably like fiending at the teeth for.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like even though like he hasn't been here for a long time, and he puts like on like the air that he doesn't like really give a shit. You can kind of tell like his pace is more upbeat. He might seem to have like more excitement in like in his
He's happy to
movements
be
and
home.
such. Yeah, like not just that, but like to beat some shit up and get a drink from his favorite tavern. It's been
Mhm.
forever.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I guess you can say he's kind of excited to be here, even though he hates the nobility part.
So y'all are heading towards Muckfoot's Brawl.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The party, it's early morning as the party goes out on the streets. Early morning is probably about the best time for the Sodden Alley area because it's the one time of day where it actually gets sunlight. But that doesn't exactly help, like the alleyway.
Oh my.
There are no paved streets in the Sodden Alley. It is a muddy mess, and it stays pretty much wet all the time, even when it's not raining around here because of the water flowing from the mountain. And there are no aqueducts here, and the water just kind of spills out. Hence the name, the water district and Sodden Alley. As you guys are kind of walking through, you notice that there's a very distinct cut. Blorger's probably used to this, but you see people who are very common folk, you know, covered in mud, look like shit. And then you'll see other people walking by that will be bearing house insignias that are glimmering, shining motherfuckers that like stand out in the crowd. Typically speaking, the crowd kind of separates away from them a little bit. And they're almost always armed, almost always. In this area, you do see a lot, and I do mean a lot of House Underton, which is indicated by a roaring lion, just a simple roaring lion on a blank background.
Yeah.
And Blorger would be able to point that out very quickly. He probably recognizes it. Eventually,
Now, is this a fairly like spread on ancestries and backgrounds and stuff?
yes, it is. It is somewhat humanocentric.
Okay.
But there are definitely other houses. And regardless, like I said, the houses aren't exactly always blood relatives. Sometimes individuals are brought into a house by deed, and they will bear the name of the house, but they're not blood relatives of the house. So even within the houses, you will see some disparity, though it is humanocentric. So there is mostly humans, but you do see a good spread of half-orc. Especially in Sodden Alley, you do see quite a few half-orc, actually. You see dwarves, you see halflings, you see elves, you know. Some of the more rarer stuff you probably don't see, but the basic stuff, yeah, you see it.
And you said the Muckfoot's Brawl is which house again?
Underton.
Underton.
Yep.
I'll kind of turn to Blorger and be like, so did you ever work for House Underton?
Yeah, I worked for him a bit. Kind of had to rough a few people up, or like I said previously, when the water was defiled, they would get me to execute.
Because there's one thing that concerns me about this invitation to House Markham.
Mm.
I feel like they're going to want to try to curry favor with us to support House Markham.
I don't deal with the fucking nobility here.
Right.
They
So I'm
paid
trying to
well.
see if
That's all that matters.
there's any way we could stay out of that without pissing anyone off.
Pretty good response, yeah.
Starts laughing. Rare, very rare. You never see Blorger laugh. Okay.
Yeah.
You're funny. You're a funny little dragon thing. Just pats you real hard on top of your head. Good luck staying out of it. They love fucking.
He's
John
like, oh,
Manson's.
you're cute.
Yeah.
Well, because I was thinking if we already state that we're, you know, with the house that you were affiliated with before,
That could piss people off.
Mm.
yeah.
I don't know. I would. Fucking no.
Because I don't want any part of this town's politics.
Blorger would know that of all the houses, if there was one to be affiliated with, you know, Underton would probably be the best because they're considered a neutral house. Most of the other houses like them. They keep the other houses in line some ways, and they're generally considered, you know, the peacekeepers. It prevents this town from literally falling out into complete urban warfare. Occasionally they're still fighting in the streets and stuff of that nature, but usually it's like 10 to 12 guys with swords in an alley somewhere, you know, like it doesn't really affect the common folk too much. Underton kind of makes sure of that.
Gotcha.
That being said, most of the houses also kind of play nice with each other, but it's all, you know, politics.
Yeah. But like if they want us to side with a house, I think Underton would be our best option.
Yeah,
rather than the
I
current
mean,
controlling house.
yeah, fuck Markham. I mean, out of all the houses, yeah, we can probably affiliate, but I don't know if we can just affiliate alone. We might need to someone know. Would he
Right.
understand fully how that works? Like, does he have to like? Would we have to let the house know that we are affiliated with him and such to make it like official, or?
Make a society check with a +2 circumstance bonus for having lived here.
Okay. Society. I think my society is shit.
Because remember, we
Yep.
live in a society.
Society +0. So let's put that +2 on.
Yeah, you're gonna need it. It's mostly basic knowledge, but you know, your character didn't really care about this stuff either, so makes sense.
Exactly. They paid well whenever he worked for them.
Yep.
So, and is it not going to? Oh, hit add. There we go. That was almost a 20, but that's appropriate.
No idea. It completely eludes you. You honestly can't even remember how you joined House Hunterton in the first place.
So yeah, someone fucking
It probably
gave me
was, hey
money.
kid, you want a job? And you're like, sure.
Yeah, they gave me money, told me to do it, and I fucking did it. So
Fair
we
enough.
could say we're affiliated, but I don't fucking care. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, best case scenario, we say we're unaffiliated all across the board.
Yeah.
You know, but if they kind of try to force us to affiliate with someone, just go with the neutral party.
We can just be our own fucking house.
That's true.
So,
House badass.
as the party is walking
House
along towards
Carl.
Monkfoot, yeah, God, House Carl.
House Carl.
Doesn't he have? He has a last name. Hold on, what is his last name?
I don't think we know it.
Jost.
I don't know it.
Jost. Jost. Carl Jost.
Jost.
Yep.
House Jost.
House Jost. Anyways,
I mean, that's not a bad one though.
as the party is going along in the Sodden Alley, they see a lot of, I wouldn't say rundown buildings, but like a lot of things are covered in mold and moss and stuff of that nature. The moisture in the area takes its toll on everything. And you can definitely see why this is considered like the lower districts, because it's kind of shitty here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it stinks.
Mm-hmm.
It's moldy smelling and musty, and there's a lot of people and it's crowded. But one thing that is immensely noticeable, like just immediately stands out, especially to Grill, is the absolute lack of criminal activity that's going on in the area. Like, it's actually kind of shocking how little criminal activity. You've been walking this entire way watching for like pickpockets and stuff and haven't seen the first damn one. So either they are the best damn pickpockets you've ever seen and are blending in perfectly, or there just isn't really any
crime. These guys are either experts or they're just not doing it. Like in my head, I'm just like looking around like, either I need to learn from these guys, or they're just so in line because the military's so good.
That's
you know what?
Exactly
I'm not gonna test
taking it. Yep. Which makes you worry about the guards, because now you understand that it's like you were warned that these people were kind of strict. Like, how strict are we
whatever
talking?
that itch in my head, that thought about it is now gone. I'm just like, yeah, this ain't good.
Good thing you left your mask back on the boat, huh?
I don't know if it would be off of me or if it's like attached to my shit. I don't know.
Eventually, you make yourselves your way to the Muckfoot Sprawl. Terrible picture, don't care, couldn't find one that really fit. But anyways, so Muckfoot Sprawl is kind of a very large building, standing in front of what basically amounts to a muddy field with a fence around it and a bunch of big stones in it. That muddy field is the arena that they use, as Blurger would know. It's been changed slightly, cleaned up, taken care of, but it's still the same arena that you remember, and still the same building as well, with one major difference that you notice. There is no front door anymore. And where the front door was, there was a large hallway that led to the back, and that hallway is still there, and the back door to that hallway has been removed as well, making the entire center of the building more of an archway than a part of the building, like a covered arch. Okay? Inside, well, actually, I can just take y'all to the. I'll take y'all to the map. 1 second.
So does that mean they probably get more foot traffic now, huh?
Let me get y'all's characters on the board here. character is. Lorger up here. Grill up here. And we'll get Saber up here. Tony is with you, by the way. Yeah. Did it not activate? Why did it not activate? Let's try that again.
There it goes. Yeah, that thing is loading. There it goes.
Yeah, we can pull Tony out just at any time, because I normally just keep him in one of my sleeves. Because it's a space for familiars.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you guys find yourself in front of this rather large building with a large open hallway, as you guys can see here. In the center is a fountain with water flowing into it from the edges. Yes, what's up, guys?
Says we're in combat turn.
Why are you all in combat turn? That's not how it should be.
Let me out!
Why are you guys in combat? What is going on here? I don't have a combat.
Surprise attack!
Okay, hold on.
Guess I'll kill you all now.
Let me
Rah!
let me do this.
Swing. I'll start swinging.
Setting.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Anyways, I started
Not
slicing.
in combat. What?
Is there an encounter set up on the side?
No.
Huh.
What the hell?
Free movement? It keeps forcing you guys to combat. What in the hell is going on?
Oh,
Movement change to
Oh.
free
Oh,
movement.
there it goes.
Hey,
You got it.
okay. Now there's a combat for some reason. I don't know why. So let me delete that.
Yeah,
Weird.
it's only. Is it only affecting Goose?
Delete.
Because I see his portrait of her. Okay,
I have
yeah,
no
There.
idea what that was. I have no idea what that was. Okay.
Probably it might have been a bug or something. You never know.
So over to the left, you see a set of double doors between a large red flag that contains a the image of the roaring lion, like you would see from Underton. Only it's got a very large fiery mane around it. And on the right, you see a similar thing, but instead of being a large roaring lion, it's a tiger in the same roaring pose. They both give off signs of undertone. However, as you were mentioned that you were told that there was like a distinct split in the fighting in the area, and it looks like it has even affected the building and splitting the building in two as well. Out back, you see the large arena over there. Nobody is currently in the arena as far as you can tell. Loud noises can be heard from both sides, rowdy noises from both sides. Those doors are open, by the way, to the public. Blorgar would know that.
oh, the ones to the left and right.
Yeah, exactly. Also,
Yeah, totally.
in the center, you have a fountain, that has the pure water, flowing into it. And atop of it is a large burning brazier. Sitting atop the water.
Don't touch the water. And then I'm just going
I
to
thought we could touch the... okay.
the lie inside. Fucking.
Okay. So as you step in, you see that this part of the building is sunk into the ground slightly, and you have to take a couple of steps down into it. The ground here is dirty and messy. Inside, you see a couple of half-orcs and humans that are just kind of being rowdy. There's more than what's shown here, but for simplicity's sake and for lag's sake, we're going to leave it at this. The vast majority of the area is opened up, and people are involving themselves in fisticuffs. They're wrestling with each other playfully, not in any kind of a mean way, just like wrestling with each other in training. Several dummies are set up, and weapon racks are set up with available simple weapons where people are training with weapons and whatnot. There's also a small table set up where two individuals are currently involved with a arm wrestling. Sorry, I was trying to think of the name of it. And a large crowd is around them. A rowdy crowd is kind of like edging them on, and when one loses, another steps in and kind of thing. So they pay absolutely no attention to you all entering. Why is that messed up? Listen, you.
What messed up?
What was that? Oh, did somebody outside? Is that why? That's odd.
Someone doesn't look.
Anyways, whatever. Cool, sure. Yeah.
Looks like they're on our end.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it...
Yeah, it looks fine.
Oh, they
for
don't
me.
see
I
it
don't know
either.
what's
Okay,
going
so
on
it's
for
just
you.
me. So the people on stream can't see it either. There's a visual bug up in this area, but nobody else can see it, so I don't care. Cool.
You're like, fuck it.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because we were wondering where you're freaking out. They're like, what?
Hey, Blorger, where can we get drinks around here?
There's a
Yeah, there's a barrel.
barrel
That
right
big
up
old
there.
barrel in the corner.
There's
Just
literally a
points at it
barrel
like,
up in the
"It's
corner.
there, bro."
There you
Just
go.
serve yourself?
Yes, there are actually cups piled up on the ground right beside it. You'll have to dig through and get a clean one, but yeah, you're good to go.
I have a cup in my backpack.
To the north of this room, you do see an elevated room that looks similar to an office. The door is currently closed there.
I would probably know that this is where I need to go to, like, say you don't want to fucking fight.
Possibly.
Right.
I mean, there may or may not be anybody
Maybe.
in the office. That's not
Cool.
really anything you would know.
I want to
cool.
do a thing, but I also don't at the same time.
What?
Should I do it?
What?
Would your character do it? That's the question.
Oh, 100%.
Then
So
do it.
I'm going to grab a drink from the barrel, and I'm going to climb on top of Blorger's shoulders
Oh my god.
Mhm.
and go, "Attention! The reigning champion Blorger has returned!"
The entire room goes quiet, and everybody kind of turns and looks when you say attention. And then when you say the reigning champion Blorger has returned,
The raining.
yeah, exactly. A raucous laughter comes up in the crowd. And somebody in the crowd through the laughter goes, "Who?"
I fuck.
All right, what is? I want to know what Blogger does.
I just take him. I kind of just like throw him off to the ground
Mhm.
and just glare. And in fact, I don't know. I do have group coercion, so I just kind of want to glare at everybody
Okay.
and try to like just intimidate all of them. Just
Go
fucking
right on
all of
ahead,
them to
make
stop
them intimidate.
laughing.
Yep. Go on ahead and make an intimidate check.
I just want to fucking get them to stop laughing.
Oh, I was gonna do the same thing with intimidating glare against the dude that said "Who?" Can
Yeah.
I do the same thing,
One
Victor?
second. Go on ahead. Goose.
Go ahead, intimidate. Oh, look, also
17.
The laughing does not stop. One of the half orcs though in the room kind of comes up to Blorger and offers him like a really like a clasped in arm shake kind of thing.
Okay.
And says, "Don't know who you are, brother, but you look like one of us. So come on."
I hesitate just for a second. Like if an orc could blush,
Mm-hmm.
okay, Blogger would be kind of blushing. But yeah, then he just like goes for the grasp and does a
Mhm.
hearty orc like handshake, maybe like a little chest bump. Like
What's your strength, by the way?
My strength? Actually, I don't think it's that. Oh no, it's a +4.
+4. Okay, so you're
Yeah.
right in line with this guy. Like you get a good gauge of his strength because he puts it into that handshake and pull.
Oh yeah.
And you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like you're right there with him. Like
Very nice.
you when he says that you look like one of them, like you really do. You look like one of them. These guys are the kind of brutes,
Yeah.
And he
for
like
certain.
kind of brings you over towards where the beer is, and he just grabs a mug, not caring whether it's clean or not, and fills it up.
Mm.
And he offers it to you. And he says, "Can't say I've ever seen you around here before, though. Said your name
Yeah.
is Blorger."
Yeah, I knock it back fully, just a few seconds, finish it off and throw it off to the ground. Yeah, Blogger, if I've been here, let's see. Fucking 20, 25, I don't know how many years ago, forever. It's just been a while.
He kind of looks at you funny. And you obviously understand why, because you don't look like a 20-year-old orc.
Yeah,
What?
I still look like a 12-year-old or
Exactly. He's like, "What?"
yeah.
Seems a bit.
Fucking sorry.
Magic.
No. Go ahead. He
Yeah, I
lets
was
you
just about to say the exact same thing. Fucking magic.
go. Magic.
Yeah.
Hell, you get yourself mixed up in that kind of shit for.
I didn't want to. Believe me.
Well, come
fuck
on then.
that.
Let's see what you got then. He kind of guides you over to where they're doing the hand wrestling.
Okay.
You know, and when one guy eventually loses, he kind of like indicates, says, "Why don't you go on ahead and give it a shot? See where you stand."
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to need from you then is going to be just make I don't know how you do. I don't think you can in this game, but take your strength modifier, roll it with a d20.
Gotcha. I know how to do this. +4.
Arm wrestling.
So you sit down across from the oh, sorry. Oh, I thought that was you already. Okay. So you sit down. Mine showed mine is yours because I had you selected. You know how that does with
yeah.
When I did my private roll, it put your name on it. So
yeah, exactly.
So you sit down across from a rather buff-looking human who has been kind of beating most of the people in there.
Mm-hmm.
And you square up with him and lock arms. And the struggle actually goes on for quite a while. However, unfortunately, the human does seem to be a bit stronger than you, and you do eventually just barely lose to him.
Like the whole
exactly,
just clear spittle. Yeah,
exactly. Oh, and he's right there with you. He is right there with you. So, but that despite having lost, it's almost like you won. Because everybody is like, like everybody's excited and you get a lot of claps on the back and stuff like that because you put up a damn good fight against somebody who's beating everybody here.
Person to beat him.
Yeah, exactly. So even though you did lose, you're definitely accepted.
Came hella close. Yeah.
So while this is going on, what are the other two doing? Because the other two are these little scrawny guys that nobody is fucking paying attention to. So
I mean, I guess we're just watching. I mean, I'm just observing. Like, so this is what meatheads like to do.
Really, you want to go next door see what that one's about?
Yeah, I think I might. I don't know. Let's go.
We can go check it out. I'll turn to Blorg.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Not even paying attention, honestly.
Yeah, they don't even hear. He didn't even hear it.
He knows.
While they're going off and doing their thing, you're kind of like wrestling with other people. Like they swap out the guy who's winning, and you're beating some, you're losing against some. But you're starting to notice that you're actually fairly. I don't want to say like upper ground on this, but you're middle ground. You know, there are definitely people here that outclass you majorly, though. But you're not also the weakest person here. So okay, so we're gonna go over to the other
I respect
side.
that.
Yep.
Certain.
So on this one, as you walk in, you guys immediately see a much cleaner environment. But it's almost like a mirror copy of the other room as far as the room's layout. It's sunk into the ground. The grounds are kind of dirty here. However, in this one, you see people that are more akin to monks, and you're more dexterous people. A couple of people are fighting in this room, but it's all like hand play fighting. Like if you've ever seen like kung fu training or monk training or any of that kind of stuff, that's what it is. It's
martial arts.
It's martial arts, exactly. There's an individual who's working a stick dummy with the little kicks and punches and stuff of that nature. You also notice more women here than you saw in the other place. Like the other place was almost exclusively men, but this one you actually see quite a few females.
Girls like, nice.
Nice.
These people also seem to be pretty ingrained in what they're doing and don't seem to notice you coming in. So
I guess
well, I don't see a place to get a drink right here.
You do not see any. Well, okay, but you do see goblets here, but you don't see where you would be able to get a drink from. But there are goblets that a couple of people are sipping on while they're talking about things, or while people are like watching other people do like their stuff and like their training. Like people are watching and sipping on wines and mulled wines, whatever it's called. yeah, a little bit fancier stuff, but there's still alcohol.
I'll walk up to someone who doesn't seem too preoccupied, and I'll go, excuse me, where can I get a drink at?
You walk up to a darker skinned woman who is currently going over some scrolls and like making weird like hand motions and stuff like that. And she looks up at you with a little bit of a warm smile. And she says, "A drink? Like, are you looking for a bar?"
Well, I mean, we were visiting here with a friend. And we're just exploring. Figured, I mean, get a drink.
Oh, yeah, and she
Around
kind of
somewhere.
like looks at the wine that she has by her scroll, and she says, "You can have mine here." And she
Oh
offers
no,
you.
that I don't want to take yours.
Well, she kind of like looks around and she says, "I think most people bring their own here."
Oh, okay, gotcha. And the fighting ring out back, is that commonly used by
yes.
both sides? I guess.
Of course. You must not know
Hey,
where you
Grill.
are. She kind of like
No,
smokes.
we're new in town. We have a friend that used to live here, so we're kind of touring around a little bit.
I see. Well, you find yourself in Muckfoot's Brawl. There's no actual fight scheduled for today, so my apologies for that. Though, if you wanted to fight,
Oh no, not me. God, not me. Him and the one on the other side, maybe.
fair
but
enough. The other side, over in the lines, main.
yeah, he's doing his own thing. He won't come over here.
She kind of chuckles to herself. Yes, they have a tendency to do that.
That's fine. To each his own. I mean, I'm for neither side, really. And as I hold up my book, I'm for neither side, really. So,
Well, yes, magic
kinda
is strictly
do.
forbidden within the rings here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
your
kinda-
type
Yeah.
usually comes only to watch.
I butt
Yeah.
in and I go, yeah, he's kind of a nerd.
Nerd.
Nerd. I suddenly smell the essence of whiskey.
Yeah, yeah, you're a fucking nerd.
But I mean, Grill, would you want to fight, or do you just want to watch him fight?
I don't know. I guess it just depends on who I see that looks interesting and that I know that wouldn't completely, utterly beat my ass.
Oh, you want
So-
some kind of a challenge now?
I guess it would be a perception check. Yeah, make a perception check.
I'm like just looking in this room, being
Yeah.
like, who
Yeah.
could and could not find me.
Can I aid him in that? Just give him like a +1 to it.
Yeah, sure, why not? So I had plus
So
one
that is-
circumstance.
Because I'm sure your perception's like fucking amazing.
Yeah,
as
I
it is.
rolled low though. Sad.
That's easy
Fucking
enough.
18
though.
though.
So you're kind of like looking around, and there are a lot of the people in here aren't actually fighting and are just doing training, so it's hard to tell their prowess. But there are some people that are like training some of their like techniques and stuff like that. And you see one person who has literally managed to keep themselves in the air, kicking at a dummy for like the entire time you've been standing here, and has used the kicks to hold themselves up in the air. And
Is he
you
like
would also-
windmill kicking this shit?
Exactly.
Like airbender.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, pretty much. Like severely outclassed. Like much like what I described to Blorger with the hand wrestling thing. You see people in here that would severely outclass you, but there are some people that you could probably take in a fight. Honestly, you stand a little bit
I'll lean
less
the
than
grill
middle
and just-
ground on this one, though.
yeah,
I will
okay.
say. You
Not
rely
that
more on
one.
weapons,
Not
not
that
martial
one.
arts. You know,
Right.
so-
I guess I'll just like kind of like slowly like approach to the side, like watching this dude, and then like
Oh,
I guess wait
windmill
for him
kick
to
one?
notice. Yes, the guy
Okay,
that's just
yeah.
kicking in the air.
Mhm.
I don't know if he'll notice me or not, but I'll kind of just stand to where he could see me if he happened to look.
He
I
kind
guess whatever way.
He kind of like glances out at the corner of his eye like a darting action because obviously he's focused, but he does see you. But eventually he finishes up his routine and like kind of slams down
20
on the
minutes
floor
later.
right in front of it. And like he kind of stands up like he in a very controlled fashion. He like stands back straight up and like spins to look at you and gives you just kind of a nod.
And
Like,
I just go, how did you do that? Like, what was that? Like, I came in here like 10, 15 minutes ago, and you were doing that, and then you just now stopped.
a mastery of one's body allows you to control it in ways that most people cannot.
I mean,
You get like
shit,
high
man,
level monk vibes from this guy.
Yeah, oh my god, this dude is like
This is why I stick to
Like,
magic.
his
What's up, Sam?
chi is a lot.
1 second. What's up, Sam?
My wife's asked me to call her real quick for just a minute.
Okay,
I think she
fine.
needs to tell me something.
Just go on ahead and mute yourself, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys continue. I will
Okay.
still be able to hear you. I'll keep my headset on.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
But yeah, he kind of smirks, you know, but like in a very cocky way too. At the same point,
Right, like he knows he's the shit.
Yeah, exactly. Are you a follower of the martial arts of any form?
Not really. Like I've done a little hand-to-hand stuff, but
I'm going
mostly
to
when I
need
get into
you-
trouble, I rely on these babies, and I kind of barely show my not to like pull it out all the way, but just kind of show them like these are mine. These are mine.
Make a
this is what I
reflex
use.
save.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is he gonna try to scare me? Like fucking try to grab it from me like a fucker?
No,
He's
not
gonna take
exactly.
him out with his toes.
Okay. That counts as a critical success for you. Okay.
Haha.
Evasion.
So, he actually, while you're like showing the daggers and making your little talk, he makes like a little slight motion that you catch out of the corner of your eyes with one of his feet as he grabs a pebble off of the ground and flings it at you with his toes. Like this is the level that this man has. And almost instinctually, you just kind of like whoosh, like anime catch it like right before your face because you know crit success.
Yeah, it's like that. Like that was kind of cool.
That was
And
hot.
he smiles and says, "Confidence is the first key. Knowing your strengths and playing to them will aid you in your journey." And he kind of gives you a
Yeah.
bow, and then he kind of just like walks off, like he
And
taught
I
his
go,
lesson, he's
like,
done
at this,
by.
like, I have a mixed feeling. I'm like, okay, I have sized him up. I know that I cannot take him in a hand-to-hand fight,
Mm-hmm.
but
Should do it anyway.
I could get him if I caught him off. Maybe.
If you could ever catch him off guard.
It's kind of like it's like mutual respect / like jealous thing. Like, yeah, I know you're a badass, but me too.
Yeah. Well, and
Can I?
he definitely kind of gave that sense to you that he was impressed, you know,
Right.
like he was. What's
He's
up?
like, oh, usually people get flicked in the forehead with that one.
Pretty much. What's up, Goose?
Yeah.
The woman that was reading the book, I just kind of
Mhm.
while he's talking to him and doing his thing, I just kind of want to be asking her, like, so what is that you're perusing right there?
So you look down. What languages does your character know?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, nerd.
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Gnomish, Infernal, and Undercommon.
Okay, Undercommon. It's actually in Undercommon.
Oh, that's funny.
So she says, well, you know, there are these are kind of old scripts from a world past that the scholars in the area got their hands on. Not the originals,
the old
obviously.
world.
Oh no, a transcript. It's a copy, so to
Oh,
speak.
okay.
However, there were once subterranean races that relied on quick movements and agility in order to fight foes much stronger than they were. And this book kind of goes into some of their combat techniques. I'm perusing it to see if there's anything that might be useful.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Have you found anything yet?
Not particularly. They do a lot of work with ranged weaponry throwing and the like, which their techniques are fascinating to be sure, but also more important for tight spaces, I suppose. Not too much of what I have to deal with usually, but still good to learn nonetheless.
It is interesting that it's in not the common tongue, though.
There's a translated version, but sometimes things are lost in translation. Undercommon is the language that this particular race of subterranean individuals spoke, which is not uncommon for a subterranean race.
It's interesting.
Mhm.
Well, I'll let you get back to it. Thank you for your help, though.
Oh, no problem at all. Glad to be of service.
And I'll go back to Grill as he's anime catching his pebble.
Yeah, he's still looking at the pebble like, oh yeah, that was so awesome.
Yeah.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like, damn.
I'm keeping this shit.
I'm like the dual thought of, yeah, he's cool, and damn, I'm good. Like at the same time, and then I guess
So,
like,
Grill, are you gonna fight him?
yeah, about that. If it's only hand to hand, he's gonna whip my ass. I ain't gonna lie. If we
want
had
me to ask?
weapons,
Do you want me
then
to ask?
don't do that, please.
I can.
I don't need you to. It's fine.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
You're no
It's fine.
fun, Grill.
It's fine. Whatever happened with you and that woman over there?
Oh, she was just reading some ancient texts about. It was something about a previous world, in Undercommon. Surprisingly enough,
Ah, I see nerd stuff. Okay, cool. We should probably get back to Blorger.
pretty much studying techniques of another race. So nothing.
And
that you
as
would
he's
be
like trying to
interested in.
explain all this to me, I kind of just grab him by the arm and start dragging him because I know he's gonna go on and on and
yeah,
on.
I'll
and
just
on.
keep explaining like literally everything that she
Yeah,
explained.
so
to
like
me.
as he's doing that, we're just kind of moving back over to this room.
You see, like, Borger in the middle of this, like, kind of wrestling competition between people. It's gone from, like, arm wrestling to, like, actual physical wrestling. And Blorger seems to be
Full
doing
on
fairly
roll around
well.
on the ground and
Yeah, Blorger actually seems to be doing fairly well. And as stated before, he's kind of a middle ground. There's definitely people here that outclass him, but at the same time, there's some that don't. And right about the time that they are walking back into the room, the original half-orc that came up to you and spoke to you says, "You should challenge one of them tigresses. I bet you do pretty well, actually, against them."
What? Oh, challenge that? How that works now? Here we challenge somebody.
Yeah, we just go over there and find one and just challenge them, And like a lot of people are like, yeah, do it,
Fuck yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just in with it. I'm in with the
So I
flow.
guess we're here. Are we here when we hear this?
Yes,
Like, we're here now?
yeah. They're
Okay.
starting to usher him towards the door at this point.
I'll lean to Grill. Is like, should we get the dude?
Yeah. I kind of look at him like I have the perfect idea.
I do too. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I guess I guess he's wanting to go over there. We kind of stop him. I guess in this little hallway. I go, "Hey, Blorger, there's a guy in there," and like I don't know what does he look like exactly?
You
like
just give a description. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
I mean is he like a human or anything?
He
like
was a
that,
human. He was a human. Yes.
I kind of stopped Blorger. I'm like, if you want to challenge anybody over there, the best one is a human monk guy. You'll know him when you see him.
Trust us.
Yeah.
Okay. As you open the door, you kind of look through the crowd. Like everybody kind of looks up when y'all come back in. And
he just kicks the door open.
Yeah, I kicked the door open.
You're also followed by a lot of the people from the Lion's Mane group. And you kind of like scan the room. And as you're scanning the room, though, the one half orc says, "We got a newbie that wants to get his I don't know what it's like he wants to get his feet wet. Yeah, exactly. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, exactly. He wants to challenge one of you, and the people kind of like stop what they're doing and kind of look, and they're not like upset about this. This looks like it's actually kind of an exciting thing. Like
they're like, this is interesting
because they're into fighting too.
Right.
You see the guy that they are talking about. Okay, he does kind of stand out a little bit.
Is he back to doing the
no? He's looking at this point. He's looking at this point.
Okay.
What would that be? There's a check. Let's see here.
Yeah, I want to see like if I can like look them up, get them up and down.
Let's just call that. We'll call it survival. You good with that?
Yeah, I'm
sizing up a foe.
that.
Sizing up a foe.
Yeah, that would make sense. Like, hey, what are the chances I die or not? Yeah.
Oh God, no! You cannot
Fucking
handle that
go!
motherfucker. That guy, like, you notice that, like, despite not being very muscly, he's very well toned, and you also notice his level of control and his lightness on his feet. And you go, that guy, he seems like he's gonna fuck you up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just look at the two like, you two are fucking idiots.
It's like
wanted a challenge.
He looks like a master.
Turn away and just kind of laugh to myself.
He looks like
you
a
wanted
master.
a challenge, Blorger.
Yeah, there's the challenge, bro.
I'll look him in the eyes and I'll just like nod my head in respect towards him. I know, like with
he
that
nods back knowing too.
Yeah,
but with that survival check,
idiot.
With that survival check, you do notice an individual stepping forward, who looks like somebody you possibly could handle. Though it would be tough. You possibly could handle this individual. And it is a woman.
Okay.
It is actually the dark-skinned woman that was looking at the book. Yeah. the book. She says, "Well, I
I mean, I
would be
don't know any
glad."
of that shit.
Yeah. Well, I would be glad to take up this challenge if you accept. She says, offering
behind
her
Blorger just
delicate
goes-
hand.
Yeah, I also like look her up and down real quick for a second. I get like an approval, and I grasp her just like as I do with anybody else. Like grasp her hand as hard as I can and give her a good hearty no challenge
She
accepted.
squeezes
hand.
back
For
and
her-
breaks your hand.
For her benefit, the squeeze does seem to be an uncomfortable one for her. However, when you go to shake her hand, it's like trying to move stone. She does not budge.
Oh.
Strength-based monks.
Yeah.
I'd shake her.
So,
I want Blogger to get thrown around by a woman. That's just-
Yeah.
okay, I'm going
I straight
to.
up- I look at her and I straight says like, "We're gonna fuck shit up."
Okay, let me. I'm dragging people. One
Girls
second,
is
sorry.
having a good old time in the back
Oh,
that's watching
okay.
this. Like, this is gonna be good.
Drag you here.
Yeah, peeking from behind Blorger, I just look at her in the face and goes,
Here.
"You got this."
All right, and let me pull in.
Now, I did hear right. It's technically no weapons, right?
No weapons.
Yep.
You are
So I have to
allowed
take-
a bow staff if you want.
Am I allowed? So I'm not allowed my gauntlets.
Your gauntlets are fine.
Okay.
Yes. No magic at all. And for the purposes of this, we're going to treat all of the damage that you deal as
It's
non-lethal.
non-lethal.
Because
Okay.
I
Yeah,
know
that's
that's
fair.
not realistic to the games, but we're going to fucking do that this way, okay?
Yeah,
Hey,
we don't want to
the
kill
rule of
anybody.
cool, damn it.
Rule of cool. Exactly right. That's what we do here. Okay, let me put you into a combat state.
Grill's not sure who to root for. Because obviously Booger's his guy, but this chick seems interesting, so he's like, I guess
You just
I'll-
see Saber.
This is
yeah,
is
he
not
don't
going
care
to
who.
be,
He's just like, yeah.
you know that this
Carnage!
is not going to be an easy fight, just so you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be difficult.
Go on ahead and roll
I'm
for
excited,
your
bro.
initiative.
Everything's been easy to kill. I'm excited. Roll for initiative. Am I on the counter
Ooh,
list? Yes, I
Tiger
am.
Cider. If she ends up beating him, I want to know her name. So think of one, Victor. If you don't have one.
I will come up with a name, yes, because I don't have
Yeah,
one.
because I want to know. If she ends up beating his ass, I want to know her name.
So a large group begins to gather as you guys are getting prepped, and like you're not really paying attention. Like the two groups are kind of like amping the person up, and stuff of that nature. But you're not really paying attention. Before you is a large muddy field with giant rocks in it, as you can see. You are currently up on a slightly elevated platform. You've done this before, so you know what the progress is. Somebody's going to ring a bell or a gong. In this case, it's going to be a bell. And then you would jump down into the arena, and you two would fight.
Fuck yeah.
So basically, you're at the ready. They did offer you a bow staff. You turned it down. You asked if the gauntlets were okay. They approved. So did the tigress that you're fighting. The tigress herself is unarmed, I believe. Let me verify that. Hold on. Yes, she is
Fuck you.
unarmed.
Is she a fucking monk? Oh my
She
god.
is a monk. Yes.
Shit.
See, the
Here
thing
comes
that I
the-
can see Yeah,
She,
that's the thing. This is gonna be a battle of attrition because Blorger has a fuck ton of hit points, but she can hit a
She
fuck
can hit
ton of
him
times.
over and over and over and
Oh,
over.
fuck
no,
ton of times.
no, she cannot because she doesn't have
Oh.
monk class, but she is a monk.
Oh,
She has other
shit.
things.
That's
Okay.
different though.
Oh, she's got
This
other
is technically
things.
this is technically a monster encounter, but it's a person. This is an actual this is a book monster. So
Well, that's also very
Is she
different. then.
gonna bite him?
while she's up on the platform, you see her like warming up. And who is close over there? Because Sam doesn't notice this, but the other you other two can make perception checks. Because
Yeah.
Sam's just not close enough.
Game
Yeah,
still
there's that big
paused.
boulder or whatever in the way. Or something, I think it is. 24.
Okay.
20.
Grill notices that Saber doesn't. You notice that when she's warming up, every time that she pumps, there's a snap. Every time her fist comes to its mark, like the air is kind of cracking, like. you know, like she's gonna hit hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess after noticing this, I just kind of, like over Blorger's way. I'm like, hey man, don't hold any punches because I don't think she's going to.
You hear that?
Yeah, I look at him, and already as you're over there, like screaming that out, you can already notice that Blorger's starting to look different.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to
he's getting in that flow state.
Quite literally, he's starting to heat up. Like he starts seeing his eyes kind of light on fire. He's starting to breathe like flames and such. Like he's getting into his dragon rage.
Okay.
For this, yeah, and he just like kind of punches his gauntlets together. And you can actually just see just a whole bunch of sparks coming from them like that. So.
Okay. Eventually, you guys see an individual who stands out amongst the crowd. He comes up to the bell. Nobody recognizes him, but he stands out. All right, does everybody see that image?
Oh, isn't he a gentleman?
What a
distinguished gentleman.
Okay.
That way
he does have the falcon. He does have that falcon on his shoulder. He screams nobility. And he kind of he's a tall man too. Even some of the half orcs are shorter than this man is. And he kind of looks over, starting with Blorger. He looks at you, and in a very deep voice goes, "Ready?" And then he looks over at the tigress. "Ready?" She nods a very, very quick nod. And he goes, "Then begin." And with his hand, he boom, and the bell goes off, and the fighting starts. The tigress is much quicker on the draw, and she does go first. So let me start this combat encounter.
Not surprised. She was on the other side.
Yep. So let's see here. She is going to jump down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Barely before you can even get off, she is off in a dead sprint across the entire arena. She is closing that distance quick. But with that...
That's probably all her movement, though.
All right. You're up.
We won't know until we know.
Let me see.
Yeah, she used 3 movements.
Yes, she used 3 movements to close the gap as fast as she possibly could.
It's 50, so 2 actions to get up there to her.
Okay.
Okay, yep, 2 actions to get up there to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, full-fledged, I jump down, and I just fucking book it, and just, whoa!
Yeah, you're just screaming.
I have my fist, like, as I'm pulling my fist back. As I'm getting up to her, I'm just like doing, just like going for her jaw.
Okay.
Superman punch.
Go for it.
Yeah. Let's see.
I hope she has some sort of reflex thing where she just like, whoosh.
Is it going to be a day of good rows or a day of bad rows? Let's see.
Ryan, this is very much the equivalent of, and here comes our giant fist!
Well, it's like when Kratos.
You missed.
Excuse you?
You miss. So you come up and like.
Holy fuck!
So you come up and you go to punch her, and it actually hits, but she right in front of it, and just like it's like you didn't even touch her. You know, like it hits onto her arms, and just nothing happens. It's like you punched a stone wall.
I like whoa, and smile. And of course, that is the end of my turn.
He did roll a 10, so if he rolls above a 10, it might be a chance.
Maybe.
Maybe.
With that, she is going to as you pull back, she goes in for a strike of her own, but she's actually going in for 2. You do notice. First one is going to be the fist. She is probably going to hit you. Just fair warning.
Almost certainly.
Maybe not. Actually, she might miss.
I don't think you had him targeted.
No,
he didn't.
Shit. Okay, let me delete
that. She'll miss with a.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll hit.
I'll give that one up then. And we'll go on to the second one. I totally forgot to have you targeted. And then she is going to swing again. This time with the leg.
Oh God! Or no.
Yeah.
All right, what's that card, dude?
Yeah, it's gonna be unarmed.
So I will vote whether this actually applies or not based on what it is. Yeah, that's gonna apply.
collapsing log.
Enfeebled 2 and fatigued is applied to your character.
Oh my
That is
god.
bad for him.
Brutal right off the bat.
Oh,
This is gonna be
God.
okay.
Yeah, because you're not getting no heals. So
I can't heal him sneakily.
So
No.
because that was a leg, the other effect, I don't know if you guys can see that other effect, but the other effect does not trigger.
No.
I'm hoping you don't see that effect because I don't want to give anything away.
That's a -2 to his attack and damage.
Stop it, Morty.
Good.
God
It doesn't
dang
look
it.
What,
like it
Enfeebled
showed.
too?
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
oh shit.
So
Yeah.
she will do critical damage to you. So like the leg hits hard into your hip and kind of like knocks you off balance, and you feel like a tingle going through your body.
Yeah.
Like you definitely
But-
reacted.
Oof.
Yeah, and as a response to her hitting me with that,
Mhm.
with that, and of course, if you want to go ahead and give me the damage too,
Yeah.
first. Yeah. Oh my god.
D12.
36.
Fuck yeah.
Brother.
I'm finally getting hurt the way I should be.
Yep.
Brother.
This was, like I said, this is a hard fight, but
Yeah.
there's no penalty for
Yeah.
losing. So
Yeah.
It's kind of just like you
And-
get your ass beat, and that's
In response to like when she hits, I do that, and then like the flames just well up like brighter in my eyes.
Mhm.
I breathe out and I use wounded rage, and I immediately go into rage
perfect.
in response. Let's see here.
You should just be able
I
to put
think I
the
have to
rage
put
status
rage
on you.
on me.
Yep.
Yeah, I just gotta drink and drop it. Oop. I have to deal with the cat right here who keeps on trying to want to
Mhm.
jump up on me. Stop, Morty, stop. But yeah, there we go. And I am in rage.
Okay.
Oh,
So that was 2 of hers. With the last one, she's actually going to move, but just like kind of
Okay.
circling you. She comes around to the side.
gotcha.
So that will be her turn, and we're on to you.
Okay. Yeah. As I take the hit and I go into rage, I just you know how you guys know how Blorger gets when he's in rage. Like he's like he hyper focuses on her and just starts like with the one shield. Oh, by the way, were shields allowed? Because I think I
Shields are
automatically
allowed,
have that
yes.
in hand. when I fight.
Shields are
Okay.
allowed, yes. It's just weapons that
Yeah,
aren't allowed.
that's-
Armor is allowed too,
Yeah.
so I mean you're both armored.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, that's just how I've had Blorger automatically set up to fight
Yeah,
his
it's fine.
shield fist. So
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, like just that, and he just goes to fucking hit her again with the first hit,
Mhm.
and once more he's going in for like the higher, like punch to the jaw again.
Okay.
Let's see here. Come on,
We
real
knocked her.
good. Fucking roll
Damn,
bruh.
again.
Yeah.
Shit.
Bad
It's
rolls are gonna
okay.
get
It's
you.
okay. Yeah, bad rolls is what's going to get me.
Yeah.
Piercing or versatile. Oh, I
That
didn't know
enfeeble
was
does
a
not
thing.
help either.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Huh. I didn't know that I could choose between piercing and versatile with these gauntlets.
Neat.
Huh. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And then I'm just going to go again, like,
Mhm.
and do a lower hit
Okay.
to her for her abdomen.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Bomb blower core.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, so
Oh,
close.
why?
but still a miss.
So
Oh my
close.
God. Oh my God.
Well, the thing that
Jesus.
killed you on that one was
Yeah.
your multiple attack penalty. If that had been your first one, that would have been a hit.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah,
enfeebled.
totally would've
Yeah,
been a
true
hit.
enough. If you weren't
Yeah.
enfeebled, it would have been a hit too.
Yeah.
So
That -2 on
okay.
enfeeble fucking sucks.
It's okay. It's okay.
mhm.
And with that, I'm just going to like anticipation, knowing that how hard she hits now. I'm now going to just raise that shield, like get it ready for her to attack me.
Okay.
And boop.
All right,
And yes.
her turn. All right, she's gonna swing on you again. Similar to what she did before. You see the fist coming in. You don't see
Yeah.
any indicator of what might be happening afterwards, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I think she missed. No, she did hit.
No, she
did.
hit. But she rolled
Barely
a
Hit by
four.
+1.
Plus 21.
Yeah,
Oh
she
my
has
goodness.
a very high modifier to hit.
Oh
but,
my goodness.
She makes up for it in other ways. Okay.
Yeah.
So she is going to do.
Cough, cough. If you notice, the reach is 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can space you out, bro.
So I'm gonna go ahead
Oh
and
no,
roll
she
the
can't.
damage. I'm gonna go
No,
ahead and
she
roll the
can't.
damage. So it's 22 damage that you will take. And
Okay,
also,
so-
when she hits you with an open palm. Okay. On your shield arm. You try to block it with the shield, but she goes like above your shield and kind of grabs you up by the shoulder. And her hand stays there, and you feel it clamp down.
Oh.
You have been
she
grabbed.
grasped me.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh my goodness.
no.
Okay.
No.
Oh shit. She's like, you ain't running from me, boy.
I don't think that was an option.
And
No, it wasn't. She
which
was
arm
coming
did
for
she
that
grab?
ass.
Your shield arm.
Gotcha. Okay.
So next turn, unless if you escape that, you will not be able to raise your shield again.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see.
So,
here. Yeah.
and with that, she is actually going to end her turn.
Okay.
Saving 2
Okay.
actions.
Crab flat-footed immobilized. God damn it. I just look at his stat specs pops up. It's like, hey, here's how fucked you kind of are.
Wait, he's
right now.
flat-footed too?
Because he's grabbed.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
Mhm.
grab-
Okay.
Damn.
You can
I
attempt
want
an
you to
escape action to
succeed, but
break
at the
if you
same
want.
time, she is whooping your ass.
Yeah, but I have a question.
Yes.
Is my Dragon's Rage Breath considered magic?
It has the arcane trait.
So does her fist,
But
so I don't think that counts.
Because it's part
I'm
of my
gonna
like
say
DNA.
I'm gonna
essentially.
say you can use it as long as you're using it in.
Well, it's an intrinsic
We'll-
ability to him.
We'll assume that you're using it in a non-lethal manner and are just
Oh,
using
for
it.
certain,
You can
yeah.
still do damage with it, but rule of cool will just say that you're using it in a way that wouldn't
Non-lethal.
actually do any
To like
permanent
make her
damage
let
anything
go
like
or
that.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I'm totally going to like try to be doing the non-lethal damage with it, but but yeah, definitely. So yeah, I kind of like I see like she grabbed my arm there, and I just kind of like breathe in, and with a roar, you guys just see, and I'm actually going since I'm this close, I want to
Good old
do
cone.
a good 30. Just I'm going to do a line so it just stays. I'm going to do a 60-foot line, and you can just see me. I let out just this fire out of my mouth, and it just envelops her and goes around her for a good 60 feet behind her.
Okay.
And she will just take 6d6 damage.
Okay.
And then she has to. Each creature must make an attempt of a DC 21 basic reflex save.
Let me do that real quick.
So I will roll. I think I just clicked this, right?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, sorry. I was doing my thing too.
She
it's
does
76
she
'cause
does
of my level.
succeed, so she'll take half damage.
Gotcha.
Actually, no, she won't. She can't succeed with her being grabbed. She can't succeed at her, so I'm just going to delete that because she fails. It's an automatic failure.
Okay.
So she is going to take full damage from that because she doesn't want to release.
Yeah.
Ma'am. Okay, so yeah, she is going to take full damage from that. Whoop.
Okay. Yeah, that's 2 things. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to break from it. I'm just going to kind of lean
Wait,
in.
why does it
to where
say 15 when it says 25 above? I'm confused.
Because she probably has fire resistance.
That
Yeah,
should
that'll
not
do
have
it.
happened. She does not
Oh.
have fire damage. She has
that's-
no. Why did it do
No
that?
resistances.
Reduced by
Weird.
what? Oh,
no.
I forgot about that. Yep, reduced by hardness. She has a stone skin trait.
She.
Yeah, that makes sense now. Never mind. Okay, cool.
That'll do
It
Forgot
makes
about
sense
that.
because I've seen stone on her, so that makes
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. And then I'm still not going to break loose from the shield.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of like lean in and try to get a punch in to her like kind of like the kidney, like the side area.
Okay.
Kidney punch.
Try to get a punch in. Yeah.
go for
Kidney
it.
punch.
Let's see here. Boop.
All I can hear is, oh, he hit.
Oh my
it's hit and miss.
god, no. I
He
did
missed.
not
Damn.
hit.
Damn.
So I see how
Anything
the roll is
below
going.
10 misses.
For now.
Anything
Don't
below
worry,
it?
that's going to change here shortly. It doesn't last forever.
Oh God, what's she gonna turn into?
No,
Yeah, that's my
she's going to
turn.
lose some AC shortly.
Gotcha.
She did some preps, I see.
Yep. Okay. So with it being her turn, I need you to make a. It would be an opposed athletics, I believe. No. Yeah, athletics.
Opposed athletics.
Yep. So she is
Okay.
going to make an athletics check, and you are going to make an athletics check.
Okie dokie.
34. You got 34 to beat. 26. Okay. So you
Yeah.
feel yourself getting pulled as she like
Okay.
grabs you, like that arm that she's grabbed you with. You go over top of her, okay, and then down into the mud.
Yes! Waiting for this to happen.
So you are over
like,
here.
Shit.
And I'm going to add the prone condition to you. But with that, she
I
is
see that
going to
list
let
there.
go. She does let go of the grabbed condition when that happens. So we can
Gotcha.
but you are.
You just hear Saber screams get louder every time something happens.
All I hear is, woo!
Okay, you've been given the prone condition. And that was her
Okay.
full action, her full turn to do that. So it is your turn again. I do need to make a change before you do anything, because that is going to make her AC change.
Gotcha.
1 second, I gotta figure out.
Bum, ba, bum. Dun, 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 dun.
Dang it, stop this. Is that right? There we go. Okay, cool. Okay. When she does this, you see her skin kind of crack. Okay. And something's different. So anyways, go on with your turn.
And real quick, I do apologize. I was just noticing this. I did have my my shield raised when she did that 22 damage to me. So I actually need to apply that to my shield HP.
Oh, okay. Go on ahead and just heal
Yeah,
it on yourself
sorry.
real quick, and then apply it to the shield.
Yeah. That's my bad. I should have
No, you're fine. You're fine.
caught it.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll
boy, I
definitely
shouldn't
give you
remember,
that.
man.
This is a tough
Yeah.
fight for you.
Yeah, and then what's 80 minus 22?
58.
58.
58.
58. Okay, gotcha. 58. Okay. Oop. Okay. Okie dokie. There we go. Okay, yeah. I'm going to, just go ahead. I'm going to, use an action to stand up. And then just once more, I'm just going to try to just like get a punch in. As soon as I
Okay.
see like her skin starting to crack or such,
Yeah.
I'm actually going to like punch where it's cracking
Okay.
to see if I can, do
Yep.
something in that area.
Go for it.
Okie dokie. No, fuck me, dude.
Damn. I'm getting closer though. That was just a bad
Come on.
roll.
Yeah, we're getting closer there. Okay. And oh fuck, should I? You know what? Hell, yeah. I'm not going to lift my shit up this time. I'm just going to go in for another punch. I'm
Okay.
going to keep on trying.
Yep.
Oh, that's even worse. Yeah.
Damn.
Oofed.
Damn. This is bad rolls today, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
okay.
That is
It's
your
okay.
turn.
Always on Victor's games.
Right. So
It really is.
back to her. She is going to. Do you have the ability to do attack of opportunities?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
All right.
But
But
Yeah,
she is
you
going to
know
be
what?
stepping away from you, in case you're wondering.
yeah, go ahead and do whatever movement you're going to be
Okay,
doing.
she's going to move away from you a couple of squares, and then you see her kind of clap her arms together and start focusing.
Yeah, when she goes to move away,
Mhm.
as a reaction, I'll use no escape and keep up with her.
Okay.
Cool.
This seems to surprise her, but doesn't change.
Thank you.
Probably because it's
Let
not
me
your
off,
turn. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't move
yeah,
when it's not your turn. This kind of surprises her, but changes nothing about her stuff,
Yeah.
she continues to try to do the focus. And
She's
stays
powering up
focusing
the
for her turn.
Kaioken!
And it is
She's
back to your
charging
turn.
up her key.
Okay. And the fact that I can see her focusing, I'm really going to try. I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to punch her from behind. I'm gonna,
No,
like,
she
go
was
around.
facing you. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, she was.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Just here, let me.
I was going from face value.
Rotated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get rotated, nerd.
But yeah, so I am going to go ahead and just once more like try to punch where that crack is so I can
Okay.
break her focus.
Yeah.
Because whatever she's fucking doing, that's an issue.
Whatever that bullshit is. Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking
a
dude.
hit.
Oh!
Finally. Okay, you actually get a solid punch. She was definitely shocked that you managed to keep up with her when she moved away. I think she probably expected you to stay stunned a little bit longer, so go on ahead and roll your damage.
He did the horror low like lunge and then
Yeah.
Okie
Woo!
and then just like breathing out smoke again from her mouth and just with a guttural growl when go in for another punch, just trying to take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah. You see her skin start to crack more when you hit. Unfortunately, she's ready for that next one and manages to like kind of worm out of the way. However, you did definitely seem to break whatever focus she was attempting to get.
Gotcha.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is it. Let's see here. I moved punch. No, hold on. I didn't move.
You moved from
that was a
no escape.
reaction.
That was a reaction. You still have one.
Was a
point.
reaction.
You still have
Yeah.
one action
Oh
point.
shit. Yeah. I am not going to do that third attack. But so once more, I'm just going to kind of anticipate what she might try to do and raise my shield.
Okay, go ahead and put the raise shield status on you.
Yep.
Okay.
Man.
She kind of like grunts
in her
with
head, she's
determination.
going, "Ah."
Since her focus was broken, and she's going to lash out at you again. With her fist.
You broke the Kamehameha.
She's like, I was trying to make a spirit bomb. Fuck
She'll
you.
probably hit either way.
Ah,
yeah.
Damn.
She does hit. Yep.
She won't hit either way.
She has to roll really bad to not hit you. Holy shit.
She doesn't
The lowest
miss.
she's
That's kind of the idea of these.
the lowest
characters.
she's rolled was a 4
Yeah.
and it still hit.
Yeah.
Let me focus.
Okay, so she's going to do 16 damage. I'm assuming to shield.
Let me look to see what breaking point is for the shield.
Right.
Because even once it's broken, I can get it repaired, right?
Well, keep in mind that your shield also has a hardness that should reduce the damage by that value as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hardness. I have hardness 10, so I will go ahead and take 6 damage.
Actually, you should
That's how
probably
hardness
add
works,
4.
right?
Yeah, you should actually add 4 back from the other 20 that you dealt to it.
What?
The other 20 that you dealt with it should have been reduced by 10. So if you
Which
add
shield do you
4,
have?
Shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. No,
So
I know what you mean.
The difference
now.
between all of it is you
Yeah.
add 4 right now, and that's where your shield is actually at. Because this would
Gotcha.
be
Hey
from
Sam,
6.
what shield do you have?
Fucking hell, make me look.
He's got the
Sorry.
information on his
Here, the
thing. It's
Sturdy shield lesser.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's max shield HP is 80.
Yep.
Hardness is 10. So I'm understanding this correctly. Since I had that hardness from the last attack, I'm technically supposed to get 10 more life.
So yeah,
back.
Basically, like it shouldn't have done the 20
Yeah.
something. It should have done like 10 something.
Just 10. It should have just done 10.
Right.
Yeah.
But this one's doing 6. So if we would have been adding that 10 back, instead of adding the 10 back, just add 4, and you're fine.
Gotcha.
Because 10 minus 6 is 4.
Okay. I smell what you're cooking now.
Yep.
Breaking threshold is 40.
That being said, once again, when she does hit you, she hits you with that open palm. This time she hits you like dead center on your chest, though, and you are grabbed again.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
And it is your turn.
You're getting very handsy over there.
Stop fucking grabbing me, bitch.
Okie dokie. Yeah.
Keeps kicking
And
me
then-
in the dick.
Why does she
Once
keep
more,
kicking me in the dick?
just brutal like punch to the crack and such. Just pretty much all I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I'm a very just basic person. Punch and ask questions later. That's going to be a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. You're fine. And then I'm just going to go ahead and hit again.
Ooh.
Oh,
no.
Crit card.
Sam. Holy
A hero
shit.
point.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay,
using
hero
a
point.
fucking hero point.
Okay,
Yes, I'm rolling again.
go for
Fuck
it.
that shit.
Crit missed again.
Still-
Roll me that crit card.
oh my god.
He wasn't asking the first time.
Let's see if that actually. Okay, no, that's not going to apply. I mean, ingrown nail. That's stupid. Anyways, you're not considered unarmed. It would have been the bleed. That's not going to apply. So ignore that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you know what? Yeah, just nice critical fail there. Yeah, I think I have one more thing. I'm not going to roll again. Yeah. Did she? You said she grabbed for my chest.
You
This
still
time,
have the
but
ability to
not
raise your
for-
shield. Yeah.
Yeah. So this time, actually, I'm going to go ahead. I think to escape, it's one action, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm pulling that up right here. Yeah, it's one action. You attempt to escape from being grabbed, immobilized, or restrained.
Yep.
Choose one creature. After imposing one of those conditions, attempt a check using your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect.
Yep.
This is typically the athletics DC of a creature grabbing you. Okay, so just like,
Your DC is 29.
Yeah. Okay, so my unarmed attack. That's what it said, right?
Yes.
Attack modifier. So my attack modifier is still a plus 13. Okay, got you.
So 20
So
plus
I'm just going to
13.
roll my I'm just going to roll my unarmed attack. If
Okay.
That's okay.
Yep, that's fine.
I'm not going to have her selected when I do it.
Yep. 24. So no, you do not succeed, unfortunately, because your DC was 29.
Yeah,
You were close, but
Yeah.
not quite there.
I was
so-
almost there.
Almost.
But yeah, there we go. That's my turn.
Okay. So on her turn, I'm going to need opposed athletic checks again because she's going to try to throw you.
Yep.
Ooh, she did
Come on.
good. 37.
Oh,
Come on.
27.
Come on.
Nope. Okay, she manages to throw
Aw.
you.
Aw.
So this
Not
time,
again.
this time instead of going over her, she kind of like pulls you in and shoves you away.
Okay.
So you're going to go back 10 feet.
Okay.
But you do
okay.
not fall prone from this. You just kind of get thrown back and you like land on your feet. Okay. You lose the grabbed condition.
Hey Sam,
and
what's your health looking like?
Oh, I'm still in the hundreds. It's okay.
he's doing
Oh,
better
shit.
than she is, actually.
Oh shit!
And
like
that
I
being
said,
said,
more of
Wait,
attrition right
how
here.
beefy are you, Sam?
he's pretty beefy.
135.
And that being said, she goes back into that focused stance again.
My God. Trying to
You're up.
do her bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm going to immediately. No, I didn't fall. Did you say
You are
I
not
did
prone.
fall prone?
No, you are not.
Okay, cool.
She has to slam you
no.
in order to make you fall prone. If she throws you a distance, you don't fall prone.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to try to give her that chance. I'm going to use an action to run back up to her, just spittle flying out of my mouth, and just go in for just another punch.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm a basic guy.
Bad
Hold on,
bitch, you
hold
can't
on.
kill me.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Fuck yeah. There we fucking go.
Do your
Okay.
damage.
Boom.
Okay. Once again, you see her cracking, and her focus is broken. She kind of gives like a snarl and like somewhat frustration from this, but you know.
Mhm.
Anyways, you still have one more action. Do you want to take another swing on her?
Yeah, for certain. Sorry, my wife's texting me. I just
You're
had to
perfectly
read it
fine.
real quick. Okay, and yeah, let's just see. Come on. Nope. No.
Fuck.
Ruh-roh.
Weapons current points are reduced below. No, again, nope, not happening.
Okay.
Anything else? Oh, that's the end of your turn,
that-
isn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say that was my end.
Okay. So back up to her. So once again, she's going to lash out at you. But this time you notice that she is not using an open palm. So attack. Critical hit.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Let's see what her crit is.
it's gonna hurt.
She has a plus 21 to hit. That's
Okay, do I
insane.
have-
Easy one,
Wait, hold
and must succeed on a reflex or drop one item it holds at random. Well, you're not really holding anything except for your shield. So if you want to go on ahead and roll that reflex, and then I'll give you the clumsy one.
Okay, gotcha. Roll reflex.
Yep.
He takes a -1 to his AC now.
You succeed.
Okay, gotcha.
So you don't drop anything at least. And then damage.
Yeah.
Oofda.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
Oofda.
What?
That is
which
double
one was
damage.
it on the? What was it on the crit deck? The bludgeoning
Yeah, bludgeoning.
or
Yeah.
normal damage? So it doesn't do critical damage.
Oh, does it? Okay, sorry. Just hold on.
No, yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, a little
Oofda.
A little better.
I'll still take it.
Yep.
Let's see here. Okie dokie.
And that being said, since she's not trying to grab you, you see her leg come up for a kick as well.
Ah, shit. Ah!
Are you sure she doesn't have flurry of blows?
She doesn't. She's just really good at hitting things.
Yep.
Apparently.
Oh my
God
god.
damn.
She's rolled max damage on like one of the dice each almost every time almost. Holy
All right,
shit.
and in her desperation, she's going to swing with a third attempt.
Do it.
She's
Desperation,
all
my
of her
ass.
When you get a
actions
plus 21 to
and
hit,
swing
okay,
and
there she
miss.
finally missed.
So she kind of goes in
She
for like
fell.
another punch, but you manage to actually avoid that one because her fist hurt.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is her turn.
Goodness.
You're up.
Brother.
Okie
She still
yeah,
has
I
less
kinda-
health than him.
dokie. Yeah.
Just
I kind
saying.
of like spit blood out of my mouth and just smile real big and just like nod my head, froth coming out because I'm raging,
Mhm.
you know, excited and happy. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to do the same. Like we're down to just the brass, like punching at each other, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her skin is good and cracked at this point too.
Oh shit, motherfucker!
No!
Quit doing this to me.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Change the
hold
dice
on,
look,
hold on,
change
hold
the
on.
look.
Hold on, pause.
Change the look of the dice.
I was actually about to give hero points to everybody. Do you want to
Oh my
just
God.
use your hero point and
Yes,
reroll?
yes, please.
Okay, go for it.
Yes,
Everybody else get a hero point.
Okay.
Yay. I mean,
Not a crit
Say
failure.
is my
Failure.
hero point for encouragement.
As we're watching this, I guess from the side before they go any further, I just go, fair warning, lady, he's very hardy.
She seems to notice, and the crowd is loving this. By the way, like the crowd is really
yeah.
loving
Yeah, they
this
just
fight.
see
Like
two
you're hearing
titans
cheering
going back
and
and
stuff.
forth. Boom, boom, boom.
Do you want to use any of your other attacks against her?
No, I'm going to be raising my shield.
Okay.
For certain this time.
You still have
And
2
gonna
action
drop it.
points.
Do
You
I?
only used 1.
Yeah,
Oh shit, you're right. I did it. I thought I moved forward.
That's okay. You can
I will
still
be doing that.
You can still do it.
Yeah. And you know what? Fuck it. Damn, I'm going to regret it, but let's do it.
Nah, it's just a miss.
Okay, it's just a miss.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, raise my shield and just get ready.
So it's her up again. She kind of smirks and swings at you again. This time with an open palm
Okay.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Critical hit.
Fuck.
Hell,
Damn.
she's good at hitting. That's her whole
Yeah.
thing.
Well, yeah, she has
Yeah.
a plus
We can tell
21.
Normal
No.
damage, reflex, or fall prone.
No, she can't do that. Sorry, we're not doing that. Because of what she's trying to do, she can't. That would not work. So we'll go on ahead and do critical damage.
Okay. 52.
Oh, damn.
No. Can I choose to just have the hardness of the shield block and then the rest goes to my health?
No, I don't think you can choose that. If you block
Okay.
with the shield, it blocks with
Oh,
the shield.
goodness.
Just
Oh,
that you know, your
goodness.
equipment won't actually be destroyed. It'll just be non-functional for the fight,
Yeah.
and then you'll get it back afterwards. No.
Okay,
No
cool.
penalty.
Then yeah, it's going to like the hardness is 10, so I'll take 42 to the shield. So that brings that down to 16. Okay.
And it is within broken threshold, so you can no longer use your shield.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Fisticuffs from now on, brother.
Mhm.
Yep.
So with that hit, she does successfully grab a hold of you again.
Mhm.
And that will be her turn, and you're up.
Gotcha. Yeah. Can I use just to drop my shield as a free action, or does that require?
No, dropping a weapon or dropping a held item is a free action, so you can drop shield.
Gotcha. Yeah, just at this point, after I block that, and yeah, I just kind of, like he said, I just kind of fling it to the side, and I just, as she has me grabbed at the chest, I'm just going to go in for a 1-2. Okay. Just go in for those punches.
Yep. Let's see
here. Come on. No.
Oh, so close. Your bad rolls are killing you.
I know.
They really are.
Funny enough,
I don't think I've ever seen Sam roll this bad.
Yeah. Funny enough, actually, Blorger still has more health than she does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, and
Man's
he's
a
under
unit.
half health. Yeah, exactly. Oh, damn.
Fucking hell!
Yeah. Yeah, this is just not good, Rose.
He changed the dice.
This one,
change the color. I don't know.
Again.
Okay, go ahead and make your escape check. The DC's 29. Same as last time.
Yep. I did have her targeted. That's just a 14. I forgot to untarget her.
That's fine. Yeah, so you don't successfully escape. So
gotcha. Okay, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Opposed athletics again.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a hero point for encouragement.
Jesus fuck.
Oh my god.
Can I?
No.
Can I use my hero point for encouragement?
Fuck.
This is even worse than that day for me. Like, this is fun.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sam's rage is causing his character to peter out a little bit. And she does slam you down on the ground behind her again. So you are considered prone. And she says yield to you because she did so well. But you don't have to yield, but she says yield.
She's like, come on, man, stop fighting.
That will be her turn. Your turn.
Yeah, give me a second here.
Well, I'm just assuming from her perspective, she's just like, what is this? He's just a brute. This is
he is taking a fucking beating. Yeah, exactly.
Right. She's like, what is he thinking?
I kind of like stand up. This is well beneath me at like half life. So I'm looking rugged. I'm kind of not fully standing up, breathing hard as there's one thing about me. I don't fucking yield.
Okay,
and
so
then
I'm gonna remove your prone because you're standing up. There you go.
Yeah, thank you. I was just about to do that. And I'm just going to go in, just keep on trying to take her on.
Yep, do it. Ooh, crit hit.
It works! It fucking works!
Critical hit. Give me that card.
Oh my god!
Decker in the
dice have
face.
changed!
Decker in the face.
Jesus Christ.
You're bludgeoning.
Super Fight 3, wow.
Super Fight 3, Jesus.
That it totally matters in this, you know.
It really doesn't, unfortunately.
No, it doesn't.
It's magic based.
I'm still gonna put it on her. Okay, go on ahead and do your critical damage.
Now there are a couple
that was like the perfect time for him to say that and just fucking
yeah. Now you're saying that we aren't going to do bleed damage, right?
Because you might do bleed damage here. That's fine. Go for it.
Okay.
It ain't gonna kill her. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to make sure because there are a couple specializations that do go off.
Go for it.
Let's
do your
see
deal.
Here.
People will bleed in these fights. It's something that's gonna happen.
Okay. Gotcha. 29.
All right.
The target must succeed at a DC 21 Fortitude saved or be slowed one turn.
She does. Yeah.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, easily.
But she does take full damage from that still. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, your lethal unarmed attacks lose bloody gauges. Severe using an unarmed attack that isn't the target. Yeah, when you critically hit with a strike using an unarmed attack that isn't lethal, the target takes 1d4 damage. So would this apply for that?
Yeah, because we're doing non-lethal here.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah. Okie dokie. You're taking penalty to fist. This could be.
So she has to take an additional 3 damage that I have to force.
Yeah, and it did do everything with the gauntlet as well. Let me just double check here. Deal success. You deal damage according to the weapon, including any modifier, brawlers, and penalties you have.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
QC.
She's looking rough too. By the way, she's looking as rough, if not rougher, than you are.
Gotcha. I'm just making certain.
Well, I think that punch was the oh shit moment for her. Like, fuck.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Effect. Exceed. That's weird because that says slowed one on the critical. Oh, that's just my regular basic default critical specialization. This is the weapon criticalization. She needs to make another DC Fortitude save with 19 or be sickened.
I'm going to use that same one, and we'll just look at the
Same one.
value. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
She's fine.
So yeah,
Damn.
yeah. She
Has to like
she
crit
fine.
fail like a 1.
Yes, she has to roll a 1.
Essentially.
She has to roll a 1.
That's crazy.
Okie dokie.
You still have actions. You've got one more action.
Yeah, that was for.
You stood and then you swung.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And then fuck it. Yeah, I'm just going to go in for another hit at this point.
All right, do it.
Yeah, we're just going all in.
Woo!
Yeah, it fucking worked,
damage.
dude. That was an unlucky color, dude.
Let's see if you bring her to yield. I think that does it. Yep.
Yeah.
She yields. She steps back and holds up her hands and says, "I yield." And with that yield, does your character accept the yield, by the way? Because you can choose not to.
Oh, yeah, for certain.
Okay.
For certain. Like, I'm just standing there breathing.
No, just bam.
First thing I do, and you guys have never seen him do this, I'll walk up to her. She might flinch thinking that I'm not yielding her. I'm just going to give her like a huge big old bear hug if allowed.
Yes, she accepts it. She's smiling.
I'll just kind of look at Grill.
Yeah.
So that was a tough
concerned.
fight. That was a very tough fight.
That was good. That was good.
This might give you XP, but know that I'm going to give this XP to everybody as well when I do this.
Okay.
But I'm going to end the encounter.
Hey, it's experience gain because we'll tell it to each other as a story.
Right.
You can justify it that way. Borger just had to get his hands dirty.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got down at 60 life. My 135.
Okay.
Like a couple of hits away for her.
With that, let's take a quick break. Just a real quick one, because I has to go to the bathroom. So for those on Twitch, we will be back shortly. It's only going to be like a 5 or 10 minute break, but I'm going to put them on mute and everything of that nature for now. So we'll be back, guys.
Okay.
Penis.
See, they probably did get that one, just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
dude, I heard it was literally the first thing said.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. We're back from break. Hope y'all got some drinks in you and, went to take your bathroom breaks and stuff like that. But we're returning to Blorger, who is victorious in his fight against the Tigress Warrior. Or Tigress Fighter, sorry. Which, I'm going to go ahead and take her off the board, too. Just get rid of her. As you guys are finishing up, she's like kind of like shoulder and shoulder with you, like laughing and smiling, you know. And giving you congratulations as you guys walk out. And the well-dressed individual with the falcon on his shoulder kind of comes up to the group. As first the two group members, I'm assuming, rush Blorger, like, yeah, you know, go on ahead with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm just loving all of it. And as all this going in, I am going to like look at her and like over everything is like, good fight. Well, good fight. What's your name?
What's your name?
I am the Tigress Alina. And yes, indeed, a very good fight, sir.
Oh, really well. Best fight I've had in a while. And I'm just going to like pat her on the back real hard and just laugh.
She laughs right along with you, and then like some of her Tigress people like kind of come and like, you did good, you know, go try, you know, things like that as they separate. And this is when Grill and Saber kind of get up to you. So what are y'all doing?
Man, I had doubts, but I don't know. They're fucking. Woo!
Girl kind of just puts his hand on Blorger's shoulder and goes, you know, I knew you were a hardy bastard. Didn't think you were that hardy. Good job.
Yeah, he took a fucking beating.
I took a solid beating.
He took a fucking beating.
Yeah.
She did about half the damage, or he did about half the damage to her that she did to him. Like, he took a fucking beating. Now, granted, like, once you get past her defenses, she's kind of soft, you know, and doesn't have a lot of health. But
Blorger, I don't think I've seen you that fucked up since the mines.
Yeah,
it's been a fucking wow.
You fell alive again.
Yeah, now I feel like a bath.
So
now you feel like a bath.
You're all muddy and dirty, and yeah, you need to go take a bath really
Blorger
bad.
definitely notices first because he is approaching from behind the other. Hello, Bailey. Jesus, hi. Because he is approaching from behind the other two. The man with the falcon that rang the bell is approaching, and he has a warm smile on his face. He kind of like lets y'all congratulate your friend. And as it kind of dies down, and as you guys also realize that he's there, he kind of gives a nod towards Blorger and says, "A good fight. Don't think that I've seen you around here, you or your friends, really. The adventuring types, I suppose, just by the look of you. What's your name, gentlemen?"
Blorger.
Grill.
Saber.
I know these names. Allow me to introduce myself, then. My name...
Oh, God, I have to mark them, isn't it? Okay.
I'll put him up as showed to players. Put him up. Make sure that's up there too, real quick. Whoop.
Is his name Bob?
No, his name is not Bob.
Well, you see bobkel.com at the bottom. That's all.
Oh, no. Not my artwork. You know, stealing artwork from online. You know how it works. Anyways. My name is
I'll actually get good and I can do it, but
right. My name is Lord Hubert Umberton, head of the Underton, head of the Hunderton household.
Oh shit!
And you all are the
You're the Underton.
heroes of Prima, the guests of tonight's feast, I suppose.
Apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Yep. Got invite and all.
Not that we had a real say in it, but yeah, I guess so.
I'm going to take us back to Theater of the Mind. Well,
This worked.
sorry.
There it goes.
There we go.
I don't know why it's doing
Here we
that.
go.
Like, I'll hit activate and it won't do anything. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, a great fight. Here, follow me. Perhaps we can get you all some refreshments and a little cleaned up. And he kind of turns back in and walks towards the building again. And you guys.
I'm gonna turn down a free drink.
You guys return to the office that is on the side of the lion's mane. It does not appear to be his office. The office contains a small desk with almost nothing on it, and a couple of stools, just uncomfortable stools strewn around. He gathers up some drinks on his way in and kind of hands them out to y'all from the keg, and pulls himself up to a seat. I'm a little surprised, actually, to see the fabled adventurers making this the first place that they go in town, though not entirely disappointed. I'm glad to see individuals with a little bit of strength behind them, though I don't think that that's doubted by your, what would you call it?
These muscles.
Well, no, like the things that follow you, like the things that people say about you.
Rumors,
You know, the rumors, yeah, sure, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
You know, so considering the rumors about you, what brings you all to Puremount, I wonder?
Just more or less passing through, but also trying to, in a way, sightsee the shards. But we don't plan on staying very long.
Yeah,
Maybe a
we're
week at
adventurers.
best.
Down adventuring,
Yeah.
you know.
Maybe a week at best, and then we're out of town.
Fair enough. Not too uncommon a thing to hear from adventurers, I must admit.
Yeah.
Though I would warn you, there's not everybody... Though they may act it, not everybody is exactly excited by your presence here. Not entirely certain why, but I'd watch yourselves if I were you. Just a warning.
We get
And
we get it everywhere we go.
His warning is a friendly one. Like, he doesn't seem to be like harsh against you at all. He seems friendly. Seems like a straight shooter anyhow.
So do you know what the purpose of this meal is supposed to be for? Surely it's not just, hey, here's a meal on the house, you know.
No.
This is nobles we're talking about.
Well, like I said, you guys have a bit of a you guys have rumors following you. The people know you. You're well known by everybody. So the nobility's going to make a show to bring you in and celebrate you coming. Typically, good fortune follows heroes of Prima, so to speak.
Well, I don't know about.
Well, we ain't mercs for hire or anything, so I hope they ain't wanting that.
I wouldn't put it past some of them, but you know,
We're also not out here to collect a house banner or anything like that.
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that. Nobody's going to invite you to a house around here.
Good.
Good. Didn't plan on it. No offense, but
No offense.
plan on
Just, it's not our thing.
Well, you're not residents, so he just kind of gives a
Except a
shrug.
permanent house when I lived
other
here.
than him, but
What was that, Borger?
Yeah, I was just saying, I didn't accept a permanent house then when I lived here, and I won't now. So,
You used to live here?
yeah, quite a while ago,
I see.
about 20 something. I don't know, something. 30
Yes,
years,
the rumors did say
something.
that you all kind of disappeared for a while. I must admit that some people are curious of what exactly happened there. The going theory is that you lost yourselves in a shard or something.
Fucking magic.
He
That's the
nods his
easiest-
agreement.
What you said is probably the easiest explanation. So we'll just keep it at that.
Well,
it's like that one of those scenes from the movies, like, I have seen shit you wouldn't believe.
literally.
he kind
I mean,
of
we
gives
have.
a, he
I
kind
know,
of gives a
that's what I'm
nod.
saying. It's like, it's just kind of like that is the vibe I guess we're giving off. Like, you have no idea.
He kind of gives a nod, and after finishing off his beer that he has collected, he says, well, I can hardly send you off looking the way you do, only to show up at our banquet as such and be blamed for it. I suggest you find your ways to the bathhouse up on the lookouts. He kind of pulls out a piece of paper from the desk that he's sitting on, and he like scribbles up stuff with a signature. give this to them. It'll be on our house. Consider it a prize for your victory.
I guess
there were 6 of you, aren't there? He says as he's writing. Well, it's for all 6 anyways. And then he hands it off.
Yeah, some of our other compatriots are out shopping around, doing some other prep work that they need to be done. So,
not sure what Fred's up to, but he should be.
There's no telling with him sometimes.
Well, I would highly recommend while you are here, as you're moving through, checking out a lot of what the city has to offer. You'll not find many a crafter better than the ones that you'll find within Stone District and Runner's Alley. If you're looking for something, this is the place to find it, truly. Anyways, I'll let you get about your business, and I will return to mine as well. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I will see you again at the feast to come. And with that, he kind of puts his little tankard down on the table and gives you a slight nod and a bow and walks out of the room.
Well,
city's full of free things, isn't it?
Free to a certain extent. Who fucking cares? Let's go get a bath.
We won't stick around long enough to meet those extents.
Yeah,
so.
I guess whenever he hands that paper to me, I guess I'll just fold it up, put it in my little pocket somewhere.
Yeah,
and he's no longer like. Did he
just because, like, Borger might lose it.
Yeah.
And then it might get lost in all of Saber's things. So,
and not just about Borger is like, well, once they find out, hopefully they don't find out that we're coming here for the actual shard itself. See what needs to be done with it.
Well,
I don't know if
there ain't
we'll
nothing
get
they can do.
free gifts after that.
Well,
if there's anything they can do if we're already inside the shard, though.
I mean, if history does repeat itself, we'll know what to do when it happens, because it always seems to show up.
Is that the Babs?
I think so.
Oh my god.
Let me go check.
Hey, you're right.
Victory!
Victory in Jesus. It's a song. Just to clarify, it is a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's barely picking up.
Yeah, sorry, it's the mic's at a distance.
You're good.
So anyways, so the piece of paper that was given to Dredge is basically like signed by a lord of the house for basically offering services to 6 individuals at Shinaji Monastery, which is the place where the bathhouse is. It's in the Lookouts, which Blorger knows where it is. It's a very popular place. You've probably been there before, actually, because it is a very popular place. So is the party here going to be making their way here first, or are you going to be making any stops along the way?
I do have a question. What time of day is it right now? I'm assuming still fairly early morning.
It's still fairly early. It's getting closer to afternoon. Yes, we are, my love.
Do I have enough time to join?
You absolutely do. Your camera is already on Twitch. You just have to join in Discord and join on the website. Okay. And
does the party mind if I try to do like a downtime activity, like before we go to the bathhouse?
I don't care. I did my thing.
Okay.
I beat
Ryan?
shit up. It was fun.
Do you care if I do like a downtime thing before we go to the bathhouse? It'll be quick.
I don't care.
And greetings from everybody to Babs, who is joining us. I put a sticky note over your camera.
Yep.
Yay!
Yep.
Babs!
Hi.
Babs!
We just got done with some good old fist fight. Woo!
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was hoping on being back before now, but here we are.
You're good.
Hey, you're here.
You're just in time for the politics. It's fine.
Yay!
Yay, politics. Okay.
But the one thing I wanted to do, Victor, was I wanted to use the earn income downtime, and I wanted to use the bargain hunter feat along with it.
Okay.
What?
So what it allows me to do is it allows me to go to certain shops and buy and resell.
Okay.
And I'm going to use diplomacy for it.
Okay.
And it states that if I select a bargain hunter during character creation, which is part of the merchant feat, at first level, you start play with an additional 2 gold. Let's see. Earn income with diplomacy. You purchase the item at a discount equal to the money you have gained, gaining the item for free if your income equals or exceeds its cost. Okay. I'm basically just trying to earn a bit of money.
Let me see if I can look at this and make heads or tail of it, because I don't understand what I know how earn income works, but I'm not sure how this feat works.
Right. It's under my background, my merchant background.
He's not only a nerd, he's a
okay. So you could purchase an item at a discount equal to the money you would have gained from it for free.
Okay.
If you earn the income equals. Okay. What exactly are you trying to get?
What do they specialize in this town again?
They're craftsmen, like all over the place.
Just almost
just
anything.
General craftsmanship.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get at least for myself anyway, some more formal attire.
Okay.
Just to have. And then if anyone else needs anything, like supplies, general goods, essentially.
Right.
Do we need formal attire?
You guys were invited to a feast in your honor at the.
I do
Grand
want to
Palace,
specifically get Blorger a bowler hat.
Oh my.
Okay, so you have 2 options. You have fine clothing and you have high fashion. Which do you prefer?
Not high fashion, definitely.
Okay, fine
not.
clothing is 2 gold a piece.
Okay,
so
that should be easy enough to do.
So what I want you to do is I'll get this set up. You don't have to actually roll. I'll get you set up. We're gonna have you do a check. Okay, what are you What is your level of skill in diplomacy? Are you a trained expert master?
It's just trained.
Trained?
It's just trained.
Okay. It is possible for you, if you succeed, to buy every single person here fine clothing.
Okay. Hey, I'm just going out on a limb here. You never know.
But it's kind of a hard DC.
Right.
So let me
You
do
never
that.
know. I gotta make some rolls this game, you know?
Right. Request a roll from Saber. DC was, what was it again? Okay, gotcha. And it is a diplomacy check. Flavor. Getting that, dat drip.
Getting that drip.
Request.
Hell yeah.
Whip. Oh,
Right.
Drip.
Get that drip. Get that drip.
This is an eye for numbers above the normal. Okay.
Ooh, missed by 2.
It didn't roll my dice. I'm upset.
What are you talking about?
I don't even see it.
It just popped up, failed.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't roll your dice. That's weird. I saw it on my screen.
I think it.
They
I
say
think
in
it
chat,
said it
like I
was
see his check you put up for him,
Yeah.
and then nothing happened.
I think when it did it, it said it was a private GM roll.
Aww.
I didn't set it. Oh, results
Upsetting.
hidden. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
What
You
does
rolled a
Goose always
28,
say?
just
Secrets
so
don't
you
make
know.
friends?
Your total was 28.
Yeah,
and the
I
DC
see.
is
I see
30.
the result. I just
Okay.
didn't see the.
I don't know why it did that. I didn't hit that. I don't know why it did that. But anyways, you missed by 2, unfortunately.
I'm upset.
So you can reduce the cost by 9 silver pieces. Okay.
Okay.
And the fine
So
clothes
what would
cost
that be
2
in-
gold. So that would be 1 gold, 1 silver. For
1 gold, 1 silver.
for some fine clothing. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's easily enough.
And then everybody else's would be at full price. So
I need to get reintroduced into the game, hun.
we will.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be getting you in here very, very quickly, actually, because they're going where you're at.
Okay.
So now that you've done that, and we can kind of do that on the side while we continue. The party, I'm assuming, is going to continue to the bathhouse
Yes,
at
sir.
Shinaji.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Tony Ann, you know what's been going on while you've been gone. We've talked about that already. You are at Shinaji. You're not there for the baths, though. But as you're leaving, you see the three of them actually coming up. And as you guys are approaching, you see Nameless as well coming out of Shinaji.
Oh my god, Nameless, you should have fucking seen it. Blorger was amazing.
It was
He
all
Yeah,
punched
tell
right.
me all about it.
And I go into full fucking detail of the fight. He was like,
wonderful.
bam, and she was like, weave, and then he was like,
So,
bam, and then she
basically-
flipped him over him.
Basically, what they explained to you is this very epic fight. I can actually show you on the VOD later if you want to see it. It was an epic fight between Blorger and one of the Tigress factions within the Muckfoot Brawl. Blorger ended up winning, but it was a hard-fought fight. She hurt. She hurt really hard.
So,
Everybody will be getting XP
she did not miss
for
the
it.
hit, except for one.
She got a little cocky, and
She
then,
missed
then he
one
came
hit,
back
and it was
boom.
the third hit in a string. Like it was a map 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a hard hit. And that was the only thing that she missed. And she critical striked 3 times. And he critically failed like probably 4 or 5 times. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
It was a
rough fight for
ridiculously
him.
hard fight.
So he crit failed on a nat 1,
Mhm.
used a hero point, and then
And still
crit failed
crit
on a
failed.
nat 4.
Wow. And
Yeah.
you still whooped her
And
ass.
still won.
So
Like, I don't know if she can go back like when she logs in to see the entire log here, but you will see if you
She'll
go
be able to
back
see it
there,
on the
it's a
VOD.
lot of red.
the
I'll
best
show you the
part
VOD.
is she flipped him.
Yep.
And she said yield. He stood up, critted her because he changed the color of the dice.
Yeah, he said right before he did the roll, he goes, "I don't yield." Rolled, critted, and then
Crit hit.
punched her right in the fucking head.
Yeah.
Nameless will high five Blorger. Good job.
And just right back as hard as you can.
And it's obvious that
Oh,
they
my arm.
it's obvious that they've been kind of, maybe not so much Grill and Saber, but Blorger is like beaten, like he's pretty hard.
Yeah.
And
much so.
the other two are actually covered in dirt just from the rowdiness of the crowd and stuff of that nature, and
Well,
just the
that and
general
probably getting
muddiness.
down into the pit after the fight. you know,
Exactly,
going
it was a
and
muddy
talking and all
muck
that
pit.
stuff.
What's up, Babs?
Oh, I was going to say, has he been healed?
No, but they're actually
No.
on their way to Shinaji to do the baths, which they can
Which have
explain.
healing properties or
Yep.
something. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah. I can't heal people.
Yeah,
Hey.
and plus, well, it was a fight we had to stay out of because
Yes.
I mean, I
One-on-one.
can, but yeah.
What's up, Babs?
like
Goose's fox is showing up under my player characters.
Weird.
That is weird. Why? We'll
yeah,
worry about it
mine
between
too.
sessions. I'm not going to worry
Yeah.
about it right now.
Who cares?
Nope, my fox now. Sorry, Goose, you lost.
Oh, it's because everybody has the observer status on her. I had to do that in order for the stream to be able to see the fox.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
I had to see that, and then I realized what it was. You probably can't do anything with her. You're just an observer. Anyways, so the party shows you a piece of paper that they were given by one of the lords. Fuck name. Shit. Lord Hubert
Lord
Underton.
Markham.
Which
Oh,
I will
Underton,
show his I will show his picture for Babs' sake.
Yeah, while
He's a
you're
very
doing
dashing man.
that, I do tell her, is like, yeah,
Oh.
we got a fucking party to go to tonight too with nobility for us.
Mhm.
Yeah, Nameless, how are you with nobles?
Everybody thinks I'm crazy. I hear voices.
So about the same as the rest of us. Got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Don't
Nothing bad
worry.
could
I'll brush
possibly
these
happen.
robes off. As he brushes his robes, dust flies everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm good.
No, we're going to the bath, and I start pushing Nameless towards the bath.
Water.
Water.
No!
Jesus. Okay.
do it.
So Nameless has already seen the inside, but the others are opened into a very large open air bath at this beautiful monastery that's standing right on the edge of the lookouts and like kind of looking out over the side of the mountain. The place is beautiful. There's greenery growing across railings, and there's people walking around in robes, and it's just beautiful. The entire air in here is filled with like foreign scents of like spices and herbs and stuff of that nature, the likes of which most people probably can't even identify. An older bald man in a robe kind of shuffles up to you and says, "Welcome, welcome. How may I be of assistance to you all today?"
Give him the paper.
Yeah, paper.
Paper.
He kind of
Yeah.
looks between the two that said paper, and then like he
I
indicating
like
Grill,
Sir
so he's
Fallon in my jacket, just like, here you are.
he kind of looks at it, and like he has to pull out a pair of glasses, and he kind of, oh yes, I see. There's only 4 of you. Are the other 2 perhaps joining later?
Yeah.
They'll probably be joining a
Most
little
likely.
later. Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll hold on to this piece of paper then, if you don't mind. Right this way. And he kind of leads you off to a side room that's in here that has a curtain draped across it. And inside of the room, there's also smaller rooms that also have curtains as well. He explains that in each of the rooms there are robes to change into to get out of your clothing. And in each of the rooms also is a small lockbox, and he tells you to take the key with you. It's on a necklace. He says to take the key with you so that you can get your equipment back, obviously, after you all are done. No clothing, with the exception of the robes, is allowed within the baths. For magical purposes, people get weird. You know? He also says, if you would prefer, there's also a ring of concealment that will offer you a more free experience without, with maintaining your modesty. And as he says this,
it anime concealment?
yes, actually, funny enough, you actually see a couple of individuals as he say that who are not wearing robes, and they have clouds that are just floating around their private areas.
I mean, I don't know about the rest of y'all. I don't have modesty, so I just kind of strip and I'm naked.
Modesty
You're like
is
a
a
kobold
requirement.
or something.
No, so it's robes or ring, one or the other.
I'm gonna take a ring.
A lot of
I'll take a
people do
ring.
take the ring. Blugger.
Yeah. I'll
Ring.
take the ring.
Okay.
He has an exceptionally large cloud.
It's just like a cloud like around his waist, but then there's
It's
like a
a
large
T-shaped
section of
cloud
cloud
instead
that's
of
like
just
hanging
like
out.
like a round cloud.
Yeah.
Just a piece of cloud is like down by his knees, just waving back and forth. You know?
I take
be a storm
my
cloud.
fox out and I just drape it around my neck, and that's yeah.
Damn it.
And then I
Meow.
put all my clothes in the box.
The real one is the cloud that just ends at the neck and like you can't see anything except for cloud. That's the real one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay. So,
Why is there a cloud around your neck? Well, my fox is always naked, so
right, exactly. So a party changes out of their stuff, leaving their stuff in, taking a key with them, obviously. And when you step back out, the man is standing there with another gentleman as well. And he says, "Great, thank you all. And obviously you are paid for and taken care of.
animals are fine, right?
Oh, absolutely.
She won't bother anybody.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
My assistant here will lead you to the bath of your choosing. You all will be there's a main open bath, but you guys will be getting a private bath as well.
Woo!
Yeah, well, they're referred to
Special
as like
treatment.
semi-privates. For anybody who's ever seen God, what is it, Babs? The anime
There's a lot
Spirited
of them,
Away. Think of that. It's like a
Yeah,
semi-private.
I've seen that one. I've heard of it, never
yes.
seen it.
It's a really good one.
It's
You
really
should definitely
cute.
watch
You've never seen it, Ryan?
it. It's a good one.
Oh, you would love it.
Yeah.
We own it. We can bring it.
Yeah, we can absolutely
Anyway.
bring
Yes.
Spirited Away. Anyways, so like they have the main house bath, and then they also have like semi-privates and stuff that are like basically there'll be a large area with these wooden fenced-in areas where there's smaller baths, and you can get like special herbal bath and stuff of that nature inside of these. You're led through an area that is exactly like that. Large bamboo reed walls are erected around baths. They don't have doors to them, but they have curtains. Some of the curtains are pulled, some of them are not. And you see people bathing. In this area, you tend to see more of the elites of society, the more wealthy. Maybe not entirely nobles, but you do see people who could be nobles. It's difficult to tell due to the modest nature of the area. Most people are in robes or, well, they have the clouds, like you guys do.
Mm-hmm.
So you're brought into a large area. The pool that you are in looks like it is modeled after kind of like a pond. The floor around it is stone, but it is a dark stone that almost emulates dirt. It doesn't feel like dirt, though. It's very much smooth stone. And inside of this bathing area where you are reeds that are growing up. And in the very center of said bathing area is a large domed ball that sticks out of the water. And just above that is a pipe made out of bamboo that extends directly over top of that is pouring in a warm liquid that steams up from the pond in the area. The individual who has been silent at this point indicates you as well. Blorger is used to this. The assistants are all mute. They are not actually mute, but they don't speak. It's just a cultural thing. So he understands how this kind of works. And you're led into the bath. Blorger is probably the only one who knows how these baths work, but it's easy enough to figure out. To the side of the wall so all of the walls are bamboo with the exception of the far wall, which is a stone wall, and on said wall is a pull string that has several little tags hanging on the wall nearby. The tags indicate different types of herbals. They're all in plain English. In plain common, sorry, because welcome to Pathfinder. And the tags can be attached to the rope and pulled, and it will add that herbal to your supply. As it stands, the current water is just warm water with basic minerals in it. It does have healing properties, but if you want something special, you can do that.
What are our options, Victor?
So, the various things have like emotions attached to them, like calm or sleep or joy or humor. They don't really say what they are, but they say what they.
Oh.
It's kind of like if you're selecting tea from the fancy tea aisles, like blueberry sleep time, or passive chamomile, or so, that kind of stuff.
Fancy smancy bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
What are we thinking, guys? Are we thinking a calm? Or are we thinking?
There is one that is labeled as house special, which even Blorger doesn't know what that one is.
Is there a limit to the tags?
You can only use one.
Aww.
Sad day. I was going to say all of them.
That's what I was going to say.
I suppose all of them.
So, how special it is? Question mark.
How special?
Oh, I'm getting the house special.
Oh yeah. So
you would all have to agree on the house special, yeah, because we all are sharing a bath at this point. It's a semi-private.
Yeah, house special.
We're bathing together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've never felt so close to you guys.
Yep.
The pond itself that you guys are in is about shoulder deep for the shortest of you, which would be the cobalt. So for the rest of you, it's about waist deep. We lost Goose. What happened? Goose, you still with us?
Goose?
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Give us
Is
a second,
there-
everybody,
Yeah.
to see if we can figure out what the heck is going on. Did his internet just go out? You want to send
It
him a
might
message,
shut out on it.
Ryan?
Yeah.
See if you can get in communication with him.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hello?
Hey,
Oh, there
I
he
hear
is.
Goose.
There he is.
Okay.
Okay.
this is-
I don't know
Internet
what
first?
happened. I no, I don't know.
Okay, cool. Brought him right back. Cool.
He just randomly muted for no reason.
It randomly just like, hey, you lost connection, and
Yeah,
then it's like,
that's all
hey,
it
here you go.
It happens. Anyway.
Yeah,
Back
so
to the
whatever.
path.
So you guys selected house special, and you put it on there.
Yep.
After a few minutes, you hear like a rumbling sound coming from the pipe that's pouring in, and the water that pouring down goes from a kind of clear color to an almost greenish color, with a subtle undertone of blue, so kind of like a teal almost. And it has a very sweet aroma to it, like fruit. Okay. Though it's hard to really say what fruit it is. It feels almost like a fruit mix, or like if you've ever tasted like fruit punch, or smelled
Like
fruit punch.
melons and berries and
It has a
all that
very
good
fruity
stuff.
aroma to it. and it tingles when it touches your skin in kind of like almost like a carbonated way, like the water's carbonated. It has like kind of a tingling sensation. And especially Blorger, who has wounds, it feels amazing. It's like it's scratching an itch, you know. The mud
All
and
you
dirt.
guys hear is just,
Yeah. The mud and dirt on your bodies flakes off into the water and just immediately vanishes into it as this stuff kind of like warms over you.
Yes, I hear Blorger just moan, and I'm like, yeah, you deserve it, buddy.
I'm gonna take Tony off me and just set her in the water and just like push and just let her like swim around.
She
and then I'm just gonna
is
go like
loving
full. I'm gonna go like full crocodile. Just.
She's kind of doing something similar. She she pushes out into the water and she swims around a little playfully, getting herself nice and wet and splashing in the process. And then she finds her way up to where the water is actually pouring in on the dome, and she's sitting right beside it, kind of like putting herself under the water that's pouring into her, and like messing with her fur and chittering happily like foxes.
Yep. Yeah. Saber just goes full crocodile, just only nostrils above the water and his eyes, and that's it.
Anybody here who has missing any hit points or has any wounded status or anything of that nature, you may remove those statuses and put yourself to full health.
It's really only Blorger.
Some people might have wounded. I don't know if anybody has the wounded status, but you can remove those statuses now. At this point.
I'm good.
Okay.
All tip top.
As you guys are kind of like enjoying your bath, some of the mute assistants occasionally come in every once in a while with platters that have various types of foods and drinks on them. Some of the drinks are alcoholic, but nothing crazy. It's all like lighter alcohol. So
Light wines. And
light
stuff like
wines.
that.
Exactly.
I mean, you drink enough of it.
Yeah, true enough.
Hey, if I'm here all day, I will get drunk.
Exactly. Cheeses and various
crackers,
dried meats and slices, crackers, breads, fruits and that kind of stuff, offering the trays to the individuals. You also notice that the trays do have flotation devices, so they could easily, like if you wanted to take a whole tray of something, you could, and they will allow that, and it will float in the water.
Meat. Yeah. Give me the meat.
Okay.
I just grab it from them.
They bow.
There's meat and Saber just float next to each other, just home.
They bow.
Yeah,
exactly. And eventually, as you all are relaxing there, you see an individual come up to the bath. Hold on a second.
I just picture there's a meat platter between me and Blorger, and occasionally Saber comes up a little bit and just opens his mouth, and Blorger just throws more food in and just closes and goes back down.
Goodness.
I'm big chilling, okay?
Okay. Eventually, you see a very tall elven woman. She's older, but she is an elven woman. She too seems to have chosen the ring modesty and has clouds floating about herself. She kind of she's walking by and sees you all and kind of double takes and stops and comes back and says, well, might I be privileged enough to join all of you in your bath this evening?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you may.
I'm half elf, so she's I'm like, yeah, this works.
Blorger, put your cloud away.
It's
My cloud.
Blorger, your cloud's picking up.
Yeah, the cloud floats up out of the ground. Okay,
It
anyways.
becomes a storm cloud.
Anyway,
Storm cloud.
She gives a nod as she too steps into the water, and you kind of see her whole body kind of goosebump up a little bit as she steps in, and she kind of sighs comfortably. A good choice, the house special. They change it every week. This one's is particularly nice with some of the elven fruits that are in it. Kind of reminds me of my previous homes. And then she kind of realizes after a minute, she says, "Oh, I'm being rude. I have not introduced myself yet. I am Lady Esper Lambert."
Staring at her.
Yeah, I am Lady Esper Lambert of House Lambert. No need for introductions from you. I already know who you are.
Of course.
What's my name?
You are, I believe, Blorger.
Good.
Oh no, what's
do you,
my name?
and after that, I
Yeah, what do they call Nameless?
Oh, the nameless one.
What's her name?
The nameless one.
The nameless one.
Hmm.
Sounds cooler.
And then, of course, there is Grill.
You have a
and
title.
There's Grill, and of course, there's also Saber. I believe that there are two others that are missing as well. Fred, which is a halfling gentleman that is accompanying you, and the Kitsune. I seem to have forgotten her name. Cough, cough, because I forgot her name.
Akane.
Akane, that's what it was. Yeah, she knows the name, but I don't. 'Cause I'm a
Right.
person.
I pop up a little bit. You forgot one, and I'll point to the top of the water.
She looks over at the top of the water. I don't believe that I know your familiar's name, actually.
That's fine.
I don't know it either. It's okay.
she chuckles softly.
Borger's
So,
like, yeah, I don't give a
Borger-
shit either.
Blorger, you do know the Lambert household. It was the ruling house when you were around. They are the craftsmen, the house of the craftsmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we say we were gonna say we were part of our own house, or?
Yeah, we're of House Carl.
What was Carl's
What
last
house,
name?
Carl?
Jost.
Joss.
House Jost.
For Carl!
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Careful.
Okay, yeah, I'm
That's
definitely
why-
House
Carl
Carl now.
What?
Definitely House Carl now.
Careful now. We know where these talks go.
Oh, come on. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, Ryan.
Why are you saying me?
I didn't say anything
We
about
all
mine.
contributed. Fuck you guys.
Anyways, so she kind of like settles in and even eats some of the food that you guys have on the platters and stuff. She says, I was actually kind of surprised to see you all coming to Pure Mount. I suppose you might be coming for some of the goods that we make around here. It would not be surprising if that were the case.
We're just
Would
kind
be
of
the case.
touring around, trying to visit all the places. So we won't be here too long though.
Well, I'm almost sorry to hear that. Your presence is welcome.
Say that with a little hesitation, I feel like.
Well, consider the following. Everywhere that you all have been seems to have good tidings come their way. Summerhold's properties expand, and their nobility is proven to be corrupt and pushed out, and, a more prosperous kingdom arises. Deep Hall, which was apparently having mining troubles, finds themselves more lucrative than ever. And, of course, let's not forget Nevershire, a land racked by slavery, which had an uprising and, a disappearance of some of their less tolerated folk. Good things seem to follow you all, heroes.
And you're hoping that they will do something that'll benefit you.
Perhaps. Though I can't imagine what. She smiles knowingly.
Well,
Well, it is
It
safer
always
to say
seems-
we have no control over these tidings.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh, given the
Normally-
circumstances, I can see that. Yes.
And
But-
normally, usually, for those better tidings, there's something going on that nobody else knows about.
Agreed.
Yep.
And that is all the more reason to be inviting of you.
So there's something going on.
Perhaps. If it is, I
Well,
don't
there's
know
more
about
of
it, though,
this.
do I? I think that the people you should be worried about in that regard, Mr. Blorger, are the individuals who don't want you here.
Mm.
Who might that be? Everybody we've came across seems more than inviting.
Everybody loves us. Who doesn't love us?
I must admit that even I don't know. But if what you're saying is true and what time has shown us, surely there's somebody, isn't there?
Well, if we don't
Yes.
find out before we leave, they'll
Yeah,
more than likely make
it
us.
happens when it happens.
Well,
Yeah.
she says after standing up from the bath, unfortunately, I am a busy woman, and I must go prepare for the feast this afternoon in your honor, of course. So if you have a need of anything, just let us know, and we will see what we can do for the heroes. Until the feast, then. And she gives like a light curtsy. And if dismissed, she will walk away.
Deuces.
Yep.
A familiar voice kind of pops up after a while of her disappearing. Well, that's odd, Carl says as he walks in a robe. And he looks in and he says, "Oh, here you all are. They said you were around here somewhere, but I told them I could find my way. Probably shouldn't. This place is freaking huge." He kind of walks in and like gets into the water.
Yeah, no, it's a bit massive. Yeah.
That's the only thing massive.
I mean,
I can see that. The cloud flapping. Oh, Master Nameless, it seems that you've come as well. Good to see you. Have they told you about the feast this afternoon?
They have, and I'm super hungry, so I'm excited.
I'm glad to hear that.
She is
and,
now the nameless one. She's not just nameless.
he.
Said so.
Nameless is a he.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
He is-
understandable.
Gender.
We always
Now
forget.
one.
Gender fluid. Wow.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. They are now the nameless one.
yeah.
The
Apparently-
nameless one, an odd name, but okay.
Apparently, Nameless now has a title.
Oh,
It is
okay.
now a title, apparently. I
I've
don't know.
officially become fancy.
Well, you know,
Yep.
rumors being what they are, I'm not surprised that some things are a little bit off from what you.
I mean, when you're the
experience.
most mysterious one of us all, probably, yeah, well, that's bound to happen.
Speaking of Nameless, you did leave the boat in quite a hurry this morning. Did you find everything that you needed within the city? Perhaps I could be of assistance.
Nameless begins to stare off. He gets really quiet. He's just like, I really didn't find what I was looking for, but it doesn't matter. And he just brushes off like Carl never said anything.
Kara, just like sensing the reading the room, goes, "Well, okay. Well, if you have any need of assistance, perhaps I can help. I have been here before in Paramount. Anyhow, I'm actually kind of surprised to see you all here at the bathhouse. I had expected that you would return to the boat to clean up, but it's good. It's good to see this because the nobility will be pleased if you present yourself well."
Well,
Speaking of which,
it
we
was
just
free,
had one of them come in
so,
here,
you know.
so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're fancy now.
Yeah. You met some of the nobility? Who was it by chance?
Oh, names are weird.
Hubert
Elven
Underton.
woman, older,
Oh, Lady
white
Esper
hair.
of House
Yes,
Lambert? Yes,
yes.
of course.
Yes.
And what was the other one you said, Grill? You said Hubert?
Yeah, Hubert,
Yeah, Hubert.
Underton.
Underton, yes. Lord Hubert Underton of House Underton. Yes.
Yeah, he actually financed this whole
Yeah,
excursion.
he paid for
That's why they let me in without payment. I was a little confused about that. I
Mhm.
figured you all had just paid in advance or something when they said that my party was already
Oh,
here.
hell no. Do you think we could? Well, I mean, we could afford
We
this.
could.
Oh, you
If we-
absolutely
you
could,
think-
sir.
it. Hey,
Do you think we would afford this, though?
No, I do not see this as being a place where this particular group hangs out often. How did the Muckfoot go? How did your time at Muckfoot go?
Oh, well,
Morgan had a
Morgan was
grand old time.
victorious.
Oh, well, I'm glad to
It's,
hear that.
Fine.
what was her name? Elena?
Lena.
Lena.
Alina.
Lena.
Lena?
Lena.
Yeah, Lena.
Lena.
The Tigress Lena is what she was identified to you all as.
Okay.
Yep. She put up quite a fight. She gave Blorger a run for his money.
There should be
Yeah.
a comeback character at some point. I like that character.
Yeah.
Yes, well, the fighters and the fighters at Muckfoot are well known and well renowned for their prowess. In fact, some of the greatest fighters in history have come from that area. Perhaps Blorger's name might be one of those coming soon. It will only further
More likely.
cement your fame in the area, I assure you.
Well, if it
No,
does, it does. If it doesn't, I guess I'm going to have to beat somebody else up.
He goes, I'll keep going
John.
until I'm recognized again.
Well, since you all found yourself here in the bathhouse, excuse me, do you have any intention of dressing to impress for the occasion?
Man,
I
I
might be able to
got.
be of assistance in this.
I tried to get something for everybody, but I was only successful in a couple ventures.
Well, I'm more than happy in helping with this. I've had my fair dealings with nobility, being, one of the mad scholars. Nobles often come to us with questions and requests.
I've found my way around noble merchant types. I didn't get nothing too extravagant, just something a little more up there.
And that's fine. If it fits your taste, then, style, that's fine. What about the rest of you? Would you like some assistance in this? I assure you, it'll only cost a couple gold if you want to do something similar to what he did. Though, if you want to do something more extravagant, it may cost more.
Well, I was just going to be my usual pants and no shirt, so.
I like my robes.
I did get you an accessory, Blorger.
What?
A tie.
You'll find out later.
God.
I can't show it to you now. I don't have it with me.
Yeah, what's he gonna do? Pull it out of his cloud?
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I've been killed once before.
True.
That's weird.
He is undead or whatever, right?
I'm not undead. I've just
Well,
been
what
killed
are you
once
exactly?
already. Yeah.
I don't know what you are. You befuddle
Yeah.
me, lizard man.
That's fine. That's how I like to keep it. That's how I like to keep it.
Can you not mess with the mic, please? Morty.
Morty.
Morty!
Oh my god.
Get it, Morty.
Aww.
Get it.
Well, at the beginning of the stream, he was biting at the mic.
Yeah. Okay. So is there anything else that the party wants to discuss while they're at the bathhouse? And since nobody's going to be getting any additional clothing, yeah.
Well, I might get some new pants. It's been a while since I've gotten.
I mean, I'll get some
new leather
dress attire.
pants.
Dress attire?
Some fine clothing.
Or whatever the fine clothing. Yeah.
Yeah, fine clothing. It costs 2 gold. You can go on ahead and find it in the compendium if you need to. What's up, Sam?
I was just going, new leather pants, and I'm actually going to see if I can get my gauntlets and my boots and stuff buffed up.
Okay.
Since they're, metal.
Okay. We'll just call it a similar cost, the 2 gold.
Okay.
For the reduction.
Man.
And if you want, you can put fine clothing in your equipment that way. Like, you can purchase fine clothing and that'll count. For anybody who wants to do that, go on ahead. And Carl will guide you through the city, mostly through the Runner's Alley for this nicer stuff. There's a lot of shops up in the Runner's Alley as you guys go through. As you go through all of that, you see a lot of shops in the area that are offering all sorts of different things. Equipment, fancy clothing, foods, you name it. And he helps everybody get fitted and ready for the coming feast. It is getting later in the afternoon. Not quite sundown yet. Sundown was when the feast was supposed to start. So if any of the party wants to do anything before the feast, now's the time to really do it. If you're wanting to go shopping in the things, you can, but we're going to do that between sessions because we're not going to be going for much longer. We'll probably get to the feast and call it there, honestly. But yeah. Anything what's up?
As we are getting ready for the feast, I pull out of my robes a sizable bowler hat for Blorger, and I just kind of like hop up and just.
It fits your head nicely, and it is comfortable on your head. I don't know how you feel about hats, but it's a nice hat.
I thought I was going to hate this. You will not die.
You will not die.
Yes!
Okay, so what were you going to say, Tony?
Nameless has no concept of anything like rich or fancy. He's literally walking around the town with his pinky out because that's like all he knows. So
Don't worry, Nameless. We'll set you up.
Yeah, Carl's.
No. The only thing he's going to do to prepare for the feast is I want to get him a monocle.
Okay.
So dusty
Yeah.
robes, worn down equipment, monocle.
No need to worry about costs or anything like that. The monocle is cheap enough to where I don't care. You find yourself like a gold-rimmed monocle with a nice lens on it. The lens is purely for decoration because you don't actually have the need of a monocle, so you get a decorative one. And it has a large silver chain that leads off of it, a very decorative leaf silver chain. And
fancy monocle.
okay. So is there anything else that anybody wants to take care of during this session before the feast? We'll be getting to the feast next session. We'll call it there. So, anything at all?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, perfect.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm good.
Top
Well,
hat, new leather pants. Fuck yeah.
We will definitely be calling the session there then. During the next session, you guys will be getting into the feast. So we'll pick back up with the party meeting back up at the boat to try to collect their missing party members if those party members are going to be at the next session. And if not, we'll go on to the feast itself. Thanks everybody for coming. This was a great session. I had a lot of fun with it.
What? Me too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, really good session. Liked it a lot. I'm gonna give everybody XP in between sessions. You'll be getting XP for the fight the Blogger did. Everybody gets it, keeping everybody in line. Like nobody's gonna get ahead of anybody else. So you know, thank Blogger for winning. And for those at the stream, we'll see you all next time. I don't know what the next stream is going to be. The only thing that I know of is mine and Babs doing Thursdays, but then that's going to be canceled because we're going to be on vacation. So if anybody's doing anything Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then that will be the next time they're streaming. Otherwise, this whole group is going to be going on vacation. We're all kind of meeting up. We tried, well, I don't want to say we tried. We considered doing something while we were all on vacation, but we didn't have the equipment and hardware to do it. So unfortunately, we won't be streaming anything while we are gone. There's a one-shot that I'm going to be doing that we considered trying to stream, but we just don't have the equipment to get it pulled off. And honestly, I'm more worried about doing the one-shot right by them. So, anyways, so I don't know when the next stream is, but we will catch you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Yep.
Yes,
Bye, stream.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.